My
balls was hot. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Guys Talking Fights, episode 23. Reviewing UFC 247 and upcoming fight night 167? 167?
Sounds about right.
What is it? 167?
It is.
Whoever looks up the fastest gets nothing.
167.
Hey, I know my shit.
Whoever looks up fastest gets nothing.
I was really motivated.
You threw me off with that.
I was really motivated.
So you guys just want to start it off with Jones, Reyes,
Nah,
judges,
start at the bottom.
Judging.
Want to start at the bottom?
Start at the bottom.
Start at the bottom. Now we here.
Prelims, bottom of the main card.
All right, my balls was hot.
Well, actually, prelims had a pretty good fight.
Oh,
that one
jeez.
fight of the night.
Okay.
Krause and Giles.
Yeah.
I love
Krause
James
is good on
Krause.
24 hours notice.
Yep. Krause usually fights at 170. Took the fight. What'd you say? It was 24 hours? 20 hours notice. Fought at 185. Fought Trevin Giles. And looked really good doing it, surprisingly.
Got a split.
Got a split decision. And his stock went up. He got a new contract from it as well. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Oh, good.
Yep. He re-signed. Renegotiated. There you go. What's the word?
Shit.
He undug his old
What?
contract. Anybody get that from last time? Undug.
Undug?
The archaeologist comment that Ryan made last time.
Oh, yeah. Undug. Yeah,
Don't they undig dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'd like to say is, as far as like Trevin Giles in that fight is, at one point I remember, I don't know if it was the second or third round we were watching, and he like starts taunting James Krause, like, and I just feel like
Yeah, he did a little bit.
kind of a little tasteless, considering like you didn't have a fight 2 days ago. You were about to not get paid, and this dude just jumped in, and you're now getting paid thanks to this guy. So like, you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't able to watch it, but I do remember hearing, like, oh, he's starting to, taunt him, and I think that was the third round.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that was the third round.
A little disrespectful, Trevin.
Damn it, Trevin. I'm just curious what Krause is ranked right now, 170. And even though he lost the fight, I mean, having a good
Not top 15.
not top 15.
So he was
Okay.
unranked at welterweight,
Sure.
and this is not going to help him get ranked at middleweight.
Not gonna help him. Oh yeah, he wouldn't fight at middleweight anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
He just did it because he wasn't in camp and he happened to be at about the weight. I think he was hovering between like 183 and like 186 the whole. Like he was training with somebody who was on the card. Who was it? You guys
He's a
remember who it was?
coach. Krause is normally a coach.
Yeah.
He was there. He was cornering someone, I think, or he was gonna be somebody on the card.
Now, normally,
Can't remember.
UFC is known for, like, if you step in on short notice, like, you get your normal pay, but they kind of give you, like, a little bit of a bonus type of thing. Like a locker room bonus is what they usually call them, like that. So he probably got a pretty damn good locker room bonus, plus getting this performance bonus.
Yeah.
The fight of the night.
50K, right?
Yep. So, I mean, Krause did pretty damn good. That's a quick,
Step in and grab 50 grand, renegotiate your contract,
more than 50 grand probably.
and his stock doesn't fall because I mean,
Might
when you
have
take
given him another
you
50
get a
just
split
for showing
decision
Mhm.
against a guy who's naturally a lot bigger than you and a weight class above you.
I'm surprised
On 20 hours notice.
he came in on weight, considering how big his balls are.
And it's actually interesting as far as money-wise goes, because, like, these guys have to pay for camps
Yeah.
and all this other stuff.
Mhm.
He didn't have he literally had no camp.
Right.
He literally was like, yeah, I'll fight, and then just got paid show money, 50 grand, locker room bonus, without having any, like, real true expenses. They probably flew him out there. They probably set him up in a hotel. So,
Well,
Yeah.
even if he was
Probably
already coming
his,
with somebody else, if he was
I was
coaching
gonna say, I
somebody
think
else, he's already there.
The camp he was with probably did that because he was cornering his
Oh,
his
yeah,
boy,
right.
whoever the fuck he was cornering. I wish I could remember
That
off the top of my
guy.
head now. That guy.
or girl.
Could be a girl.
For
It
all
was
we
a
know.
guy. For
Insert
sure.
fighter here.
They
Blonde
said it on
fighter.
he was on Hawani's,
Literally.
and I can't remember because he was training.
Was it Blonde Fire? It was Caitlin Chikagian?
I
No.
don't know.
No, it was a dude for sure. They were talking about on Hawani. I just can't remember who it was.
I'm trying
Not
to
important.
I'm trying to get his team here. He's out of Glory MMA and Fitness. Glory MMA and Fitness. So that's the camp he was in, or the team.
Yeah.
The team he's in.
Yeah.
So whoever he was coaching or
Mhm.
cornering is out of that team.
So whoever else fought on the card that he was
Sweet deal.
with probably had something to do with him
Indeed.
be in there. Perhaps. I don't know. I
Indeed.
don't know how it works. Who knows how it works? Maybe he was
Indubitably.
paid for
That's what I
himself.
was
Who the
thinking.
fuck knows? Anyway,
Any other fights that we want to touch on the?
I mean,
Andrea
KGB
Lee.
lost. Andrea Lee lost.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know she
The
did,
dude
but
named Chaos.
oh,
Yeah, he looked good.
Chaos Williams
27
Yeah.
seconds.
Yep.
oh yeah, I
Good
saw that.
performance with him.
knocked out Alex Morano.
Mhm. That's good.
That was pretty sweet.
Was
Yeah,
that his debut?
I don't know.
He actually got a
I
bonus.
think it was.
He got a
actually.
bonus for that. Except, interestingly enough, they have his name as Kalen Williams and not Chaos
Kalen.
Williams. But
Interesting.
Could be his real name, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just goes
could be
by
his
Chaos?
nickname, yeah.
Legally changed it, maybe.
like
Could
Shogun's real name is
Isn't Shogun.
not Mario.
Mauricio.
Mauricio.
Yeah, but everyone knows him as Shogun. He literally
Shogun.
shows up as Shogun.
Mm.
Same with Kimbo Slice.
And
That wasn't his real name.
Chan Sung Jun shows up as Zombie. So,
Yeah, yeah, literally Korean zombie.
That's funny.
but yeah, I guess Andrea Lee and Lauren Murphy had a pretty good fight. It was pretty close.
The
A
mom.
lot of people thought Andrea Lee should have taken that one, but
Yeah, I was
she
gonna say
didn't.
that kind of starts the first example of the judging
Mhm.
that night.
Yeah,
It
very
was,
very
it was another
off.
split.
Yeah, it was a split, I believe.
Some people actually had Kraus winning against Giles. I heard that thrown around a lot, and also Andrea KGB Lee. A lot of people thought she won.
Somebody on Facebook had Nate Diaz winning the John Jones and Dominic
saw
Reyes
that.
fight.
I saw that too.
Nate Diaz won.
Yeah,
That's funny.
I saw that too.
That's good.
Bunch of comedians.
Bunch of funny people out there.
I mean, really, and just a little foreshadowing, the Jones Reyes fight could have easily been a split as well.
Yeah.
Thought it was gonna
Definitely.
Yeah, and then Ige Bektik was a split. So I mean, there's really 4 or 5 splits.
be. Oh, do we want to roll right
You
into that
son
one?
of
That's
a
the
bitch.
first
Big
fight on the the first fight on the main card was
You
Lewis
son of a
and
fucking
Lewis and
backdash. What are you
Latifi.
doing?
Do we want to go to Bektik Ige, or would we like to go to Lewis Latifi?
Latifi.
All right, keep it in order.
Latifi.
La
Get back
Beefy
to
makes
what was a
his
good fight, though.
debut at heavyweight,
Love that.
coming in
nickname.
at a nice 246 pounds.
46, 47, yeah,
Derek Lewis came in underweight.
261,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he looked great.
Yep.
did look
Physically
great.
looked great.
Mm-hmm.
Looks a little bit skinnier. Still had good takedown defense.
Mhm.
He had taken down, twice the whole fight? Something
Yep.
like that?
Yeah.
Latifi
Not
did a
much.
lot of holding him up against the cage.
Yeah.
I don't think we can not gloss over. I don't think we can gloss over the fact that Derek Lewis was throwing flying knees the whole
That was
fight.
sweet.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
First round, I think he landed a really
He
good
landed a
solid.
really
did.
nice one.
Yeah.
Early
Like
on,
his
too.
chest.
I think he threw
Chin
like
area.
3 of them
Yeah.
At least.
during the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least 3.
3 or 4.
Yeah, Lewis looking good. Good win for him. Latifi looked good, man. That dude. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus.
Bless you.
How
Excuse me.
I want to hear how that sounds on the.
Hopefully not that. 'Cause
What happened? to that
Latifi
boy?
has a hell of a chin.
He
and
does.
Basically no fucking neck. He
Will,
can
Will,
really
that boy
take-
thick? That boy thick?
Damn, boy.
That's why you can't knock him
Damn,
out.
boy. He thick.
His head
That's a
doesn't move
thick
like
ass
his
boy.
head.
Damn.
Damn.
His head doesn't even move. There's no neck.
Yeah, the dude can take a shot. Lewis caught him good a couple times. It was a good fight. It was an entertaining fight. It was a really good start to the card, I would say.
It's a good start for Latifi's heavyweight career too, because he didn't do bad at all.
No, he looked he looked really good.
Yeah. In fact, watching it, I was biased because I had Lewis in my parlay, and as soon as the fight ended, I'm like, okay, I just lost that because I had Latifi winning that fight.
Nah.
No, you had Lewis.
He was too lazy.
I would just like to throw it out there too. Derek Lewis's interview with Ariel about Latifi. He's like, isn't that guy a middleweight? He's fighting. He's a middleweight, right?
Hang on.
Damn, boy, he's thick. That's a thick ass boy. Damn.
And Ariel's like, no, he's coming up from light heavyweight 205, and he's like, yeah, but he's like 5'9", 5'10", right? He should go down to middleweight, not fight me. It's pretty entertaining. Derek Lewis is hilarious.
Labeefy could not make middleweight.
No.
No.
Highly
Then again, I didn't think
He's a
Cannonier was going to make
thick-ass boy.
middleweight.
Latifi would have to be
Cannonier.
shredded as fuck to make
That's
middleweight.
true.
Yeah.
Cannoneer
He's already
was
shredded as
Cannoneer
fuck, which
did
is
carry
just
around a
scary to
lot of
think
extra
about.
weight though. If you look at him at heavyweight, like he was chunky.
He was not chiseled.
Not
Like the way
at
he is
all.
now.
Very different.
Chunky.
Completely transformed his
Yeah.
body.
Chunky.
Moving down, even to 205, but yeah, 185, man. He's a monster.
Yeah.
He looks real good. I don't think Latifi has the body type to be able to do that.
No, he's stocky. He's stocky, is what I
It's
would
really wide. His whole body's wide. The Cannoneer kind of slims down a little bit at the waist. You know, he's got that more V-shaped body. Like, yeah, fucking,
Sweet body.
he's just like a square human being. Moving on.
Danny
Moving on.
Mirsad Bektic.
Another
Sick.
split.
Son of a bitch. Fucking Bektic.
Yeah, you lost some money on that, man.
I did.
Oof.
Killed me. Fucker.
That's right, man. I lost $40.
Psh, that's it.
Yeah. What'd you lose?
$40.
All right.
That's it.
That's it.
So Ige, I thought, started off really strong, and I actually had Bektic winning second and third round.
Fucking right. Bastards.
But
Stupid Texas.
he gave me like the look like
Yeah, he's like right against me.
I don't know.
Just licking it.
I don't know. I think the third round was pretty competitive, right? Like,
the whole fight was competitive. I thought.
yeah, but you were saying you gave the last two to Bektic. I don't think I did. I know Bektic had a couple takedowns like late in the round in the third, but I still don't know. I don't know. I know Ige would definitely looked way sharper on the feet. That's for damn sure.
Did he have him in that leg
so,
lock
too. I
type
agree.
thing? Right. That was that
Ige
fight.
got him in like a. You were calling it what, a banana split?
Yeah, that was that fight.
He got
Oh
him near the end
yeah,
of it.
that was
But he
so
never manages
interesting.
to lay it out or anything.
I think that was like third round.
Yeah.
Second. Yeah, third
Yeah,
round.
it was the middle to the end of the third round.
I watched all these fights, but my memory sucks.
Yeah, and
It's because the screen wasn't big enough yet.
We'll talk about
Oh
that
boy,
one.
that was rough.
I liked it.
I liked it.
Nobody liked it.
I mean, I liked it.
It was stupid.
I didn't really mind it
I
as
just
much
didn't
as you
care.
guys did. Yeah,
no,
it's
I
just-
just didn't care.
For context, for anybody listening, we went to a casino out near like
Del
Waterloo,
Lago.
Waterloo area in upstate New York. Yeah, Del Lago, and they have a sports book, betting area, bar,
DraftKings.
restaurant kind of ish.
It's like a lounge.
Yeah, like a
DraftKings.
lounge. Yeah, exactly. And
DraftKings.
for the what?
DraftKings.
Yeah, DraftKings. Yeah, for the main event,
They'll
they,
sponsor anybody. Come on, what the fuck?
Yeah, come on, DraftKings. Hook us up, man. Give us a little sponsorship, you know? Come on.
yeah,
man.
we're throwing your name out there. Come
Yeah,
on.
let's go.
DraftKings,
DraftKings.
DraftKings.
Del Lago.
Hashtag
Del
DraftKings.
Lago. Sportsbook in Del Lago. By DraftKings. Anyway, the giant screen is wider than it is tall, and
As
for the
most
main event,
screens
they
are.
put the whole fight up on the whole screen. They made it full screen because before that it was kind of in the middle, and there were other things going on the side of the screen, and then they made the fight the whole screen, and it fucking shrunk everyone down. John Jones looked like a midget. He looked like he was like 5'9". Everybody was like squashed down
He's
and
not?
looked like thick.
Imagine,
Everyone looked like Ilia Latifi.
imagine like your TV screen, and then you somehow stretch
Yeah.
it to a tractor trailer, to the side of a tractor trailer. That's how it was. It was super long, but not very tall.
Yeah, everything
But
got
it was the entire
squashed.
screen.
You ever been to IMAX?
Fucked it up a little bit.
But you just cut
Actually, I
off the
think I
top of the IMAX, like the top half of it.
Hmm.
That's what it's like. That's what it seemed like. It was definitely as wide as any of the IMAXs you've ever been to, except for they just chopped it in half and made everything fit on that half a screen.
They made everyone look thick.
Yes.
Super thick.
Luckily, they only did
It was
that.
weird.
They only did it on the main event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it still didn't. It didn't bother me. It didn't take away from the fight for me.
It did a little bit for me. I'm not gonna lie. It fucked with me a little bit watching it like that. Other
Imagine
than
if they
that,
put
other than
Juan
them
Adams
doing
and
that to the
Justin
screen
Taffa
during the
on
main
that one.
event, I loved it. I had a
That
great.
would've
That
been
place
awesome.
was fucking fun.
That was cool.
That was a cool place. Definitely do that
Oh,
every
I wish
few
they would
months.
have
Go up
done
there.
that.
Making
What?
John Jones' body extra thick won him the fight.
No, I wish they would have done Juan Adams. Juan Adams and Justin Taffa on that screen would have made me so happy.
They were on that screen, just not on that.
yeah, not on the
version
big
of
screen
it.
though.
I would like to see
That's what I mean.
Latifi and Lewis looking like that.
Latifi would have looked like fucking
It looked like
would've
old
been a
school
legit
Mario.
bowling ball or something.
Old school Mario when you duck down.
Just a perfect
flat.
square.
Or the mushrooms that you jump on, bloop, and they just
Or the
Yeah.
blocks
or
you
they
hit with your
disappear and
head.
turn into a coin.
The blocks you hit with your head.
Yeah.
Just those brick blocks. Yeah, that was the
Moral of the
overall
story:
TV.
you bash your head off stuff and you make money.
Yeah. Guys talking.
Oh yeah, Sega
Mario's?
Duke Nukem.
Mario? Yeah. I'll go with that.
Mario's?
Duke Nukem was a
It's
sick
a
game.
me,
You
a
guys ever play
Mario.
Duke Nukem?
Was that the army guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the
Oh,
sunglasses.
yeah, dude, Duke Nukem. Fuck yeah. That was
I
shit.
had eggs for breakfast. Your mom had sausage.
Was that one of the things?
Yeah, that is one of them.
Nailed it, man. That was beautiful.
Damn.
Hell yeah, Duke Nukem. Good fucking game. Now they're making a Sonic movie. They should. Did they ever make a Duke Nukem movie?
No.
I'm glad
They
didn't.
should.
They made a Mario when it sucked.
They
Made a
couple
Mario movie?
Yeah.
It was like it was real life too. It wasn't like anime or anything. It was like a real life Mario movie.
It was literally just
Like
an
Uncle
Italian
Mario.
guy. It was two,
Like
it was two
Luigi.
Italian guys.
Yeah, but
It's
they
a
looked
me.
like they looked exactly like Mario and Luigi.
Yeah, it looked terrible.
It was
Although-
it was-
Need for Speed.
if you watch it really high though, it's kind of funny.
Need for Speed, the movie was fantastic. I thought.
Never saw it.
You never saw it. It's a
I
good
don't
movie.
think so.
It's a good
I
movie.
don't think so.
Who's the guy in Breaking Bad? Toby something? Toby? Is it Toby? Maybe it's not Toby.
Which
the,
guy in Breaking Bad?
The younger one.
Aaron
the younger
Paul.
one. Aaron Paul.
Aaron
Yes.
Paul, yeah.
Aaron Paul.
Toby
is in it.
Maguire.
That's what I was thinking. Toby Maguire.
Spider-Man.
But usually video games transferred into movies, not good. But that was a good one. I recommend it.
I actually know what you're talking about.
You don't. You
I know
don't,
the
but I
movie
never
now.
saw
I
it.
definitely didn't
Yeah,
see it.
You don't have to
The
be
movie
into
it came out
cars.
after Breaking Bad.
Well,
Yes. It came.
Like he had
it
done
came
his
out
Breaking
after.
Bad. They didn't
Yes.
like kind of boot upped his career or whatever.
Did
then
you
he
guys
got
watch
into-
Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Oh, yeah.
I never watched it, but apparently, like he always said,
What kind of
"bitch."
fucking question is that?
Science,
Yeah,
bitch.
Yo, Mr. White.
So he says "bitch" like multiple times in the movie, and you can tell that he's like it's a reference to the Breaking Bad character.
What? Bitch. I feel like I do a good Jesse impression. It's hard to stop now.
Keep going with it. Should we continue?
That's the only thing that he says in Breaking Bad.
This is bitch.
Bitch. Mr. White.
That's his entire dialogue.
Mr.
He says
White.
nothing
It's
else.
pretty damn close,
Bitch.
especially for like the first couple seasons.
Well, let's take that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's take that character and transition it into the next fight, which was Justin Taffa versus
Take that
Juan Adams.
character.
Didn't last
We'll
very
bring
long.
Jesse in
done.
the next one.
1 minute 59 seconds.
Hell yeah. I was taking a piss. And
So was I.
walked out. I started to go to the bathroom. I started taking my walk to the bathroom before the fight even started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took my whiz, walked out, and on my way out, I saw a couple screens, and I was like, I saw them standing in the middle about to get
Yep.
their hand raised. I was like,
Yep,
what
fight's
the
over.
fuck?
Fight's over.
Justin Taffa knocked out Juan Adams.
Did you knock him out cold?
No. But it was like he hit him and he went out, but then he came back too. Then he hit him again. Went
Yeah,
out.
he hit him with some hard shots. It was
Definitely CTE.
Dude's
worthy.
got bricks for hands.
Definitely CTE worthy.
Greg
But-
Hardy's got that CTE.
In his knee.
What?
He caused that guy brain damage or something with his knee.
Oh, Jesus.
And I think
I forgot about that.
Justin Taffa should fight.
Greg Hardy?
Come on.
Tai Tuivasa?
Yeah.
Because they look. Actually, I think they
How
train
the
together.
fuck are you possibly going to be able to tell the difference between those two?
Exactly.
shorts.
Actually, I think you even. I think
Shorts.
They should have to wear the
Gloves.
same color shorts.
I don't know.
gloves.
I don't know if it was you, but someone called him Tai Taffa.
Ty Taffa?
Yeah.
It wasn't
Tai
someone,
Taffa.
someone said Tai Taffa and not Justin Taffa because he looks like Tai Tuivasa.
Tai Taffa and Justin Tuivasa.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I like the ring.
Ty Tui Taffa.
Tai Tuivasa.
Ty Tui Taffa.
I like it.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
I like it.
Tustin,
Taffa's good.
Tustin Tuivasa.
Mufasa.
Problem is that whole division, other than like the top 5 guys, is just stuffed with fat guys who hit hard.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
sorta.
kind of how she goes in heavyweight.
Till John Jones moves up to heavyweight.
I think he gets immediate title match. I don't think he has to go through these
Yeah,
fat
you're
guys
right.
that only punch.
Yeah, nah, he'll get an immediate title shot.
Immediately.
If
It's the way it
DC's
works
not
if you
getting it.
already have a belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
They wouldn't make a guy with a belt.
Looks like a
go and
fetus.
Fight.
Oh, it does.
No.
Oh,
Don't no. Let's
Oh.
just move on.
That's
we're
wrong.
gonna
Moving on. Moving on. Valentina Shevchenko and Caitlin Kukagian. Caitlin Chukagian.
Caitlin
blonde fighter.
Yeah, that.
That's probably why she just goes by blonde fighter because her last name Chukagian.
Yeah.
Caitlin Chukagian.
She
Shevchenko Chukagian.
didn't look great.
She got smoked.
Yeah.
It's not that she didn't
Yeah.
look great. Shevchenko. is so fucking good.
It was really interesting to see Chukagian do a technique, front head kick, front kick, anything, and then Shevchenko would do the same technique,
just better,
and it would be so much faster and better.
Yep.
I've never seen a faster spinning kick in my life. That
Edson
was
Barboza.
so. No, I think she's faster
I think
than
she was
him.
faster.
That was so fast.
And the accuracy, she put the sole of her leg, of her foot. That's what that body part is.
There you go.
The sole of her foot right on Chukagian's jaw.
It was perfect.
And was fast. And
It
props
was really
to Chukagian.
really close to hitting
For
that
not
cut
dying.
that Chukagian had. Shevchenko gave Chukagian that cut
right
in
at
the
the end of
first
the
round with
first
her
round.
elbow on the ground. And that foot came right near that cut, so close to that cut, and it knocked all the Vaseline out of it. Luckily for Chukagian, it didn't really start bleeding again. When she first got that cut and was walking back to her corner because it was in the last 10 seconds, I thought the fight was going to be over, really. It was bleeding so much, and I thought it would probably get
I would
stopped
have been
in the
so
second
pissed
round.
if they called that.
I would have, too. Man,
If
it looked bad, but
if the
it
cut
stopped bleeding.
If the cut was like half an inch more towards the center of her face, it would have been going in her eye, and they probably would have stopped it.
Yeah.
But it was far enough
Wow.
over where, like, as it bled, it went down the side of her face and not into her eye.
Yeah.
Plus, you think that the skin where it hit it was up just a little bit higher, so it's a little thicker here, as opposed to being like on like what's the bone above your eye there?
Orbital.
Yeah, as opposed to being right there or
Right.
being like on the forehead,
Right.
where it can easily little rip a little easier. The location was perfect for Chukagian, and she got lucky where it's not gonna continue to rip open quite as easy where it was. She got real lucky.
It was an elbow or a punch?
It was an elbow on the ground in the last 10 seconds or so of the first round.
Big old
Ripped her
bow.
open.
I mean,
Yeah, man. Who's gonna beat Shevchenko?
Nobody.
Who's gonna give her
at flyweight?
a run for her money?
No one.
Nobody.
She put that elbow in her hat and called it macaroni.
Sure did.
I heard somebody say Zhang Weili takes out Joanna and then goes for Shevchenko, moves up and goes for Shevchenko.
Yeah, man. Why not?
maybe.
Why the fuck not? That's a good fight. I think Shevchenko's a lot bigger than she is.
Yeah.
You guys think
Zhang
Zhang
Weili's
Weili
jacked,
is gonna
but-
beat her? I don't know if she will. I mean,
I think it's a good
I mean,
fight.
Joanna is kind of like she was the queen of that division for a long time before Rose came
I
along.
think they're different fighters, right? You got I'm thinking Shevchenko right now. You got
Zhang Weili,
Joanna.
Joanna and Jacek. You got Joanna, who's way longer, extremely technical, arguably more technical, I guess, and much more of a point fighter. And then you got Zhang Weili, who's just a super fast, powerful, hard hitting, moves real quick. But we don't really know what her stamina is going to be like fighting a fighter like Joanna. If Joanna can get through the first couple rounds, get it into the third, especially the fourth and the fifth, Joanna has more experience with those type of fights, I think, than Weili does. So it'll be interesting if it goes the full 5 rounds.
Plus, Joanna's never been really stopped by strikes.
Rose.
Never mind, you're right.
I mean, but not a lot. She hasn't
Yeah.
been finished a lot. There's not a lot of finishes at that weight class, though. But yeah, that's kind of what Weili does.
She stops you.
Right.
Like fast.
She hits so fucking hard. And I mean, plus, 115 pounds, maybe she can keep up that pace, or at least something close to it, and keep the power going for a full 5 rounds. Maybe she can.
Valentina has like a 4-inch
see.
reach advantage where she's only an inch taller.
Then Weili.
Only an inch taller?
Only an inch taller.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow,
Just 20
I
pounds
thought she
heavier.
had more height on her.
No.
Interesting.
Very
Everything I said still
interesting.
stands, but that is,
She's only a year older than her, too.
yeah.
Sounds like a
Weili's in her
super fight
30s.
to me.
She
Hell
is
yeah,
30.
it's gonna be a
She's
good
30.
one. I don't remember when they fight. When do they fight? You guys remember?
March.
Sounds right.
March.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, the March 7th card with Izzy and Romero.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
there you go.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
I was saying that if she
it's
could
great.
cut that low, I think Amanda Nunes should try to go down to 125 and take Valentina's belt.
That'd be tough.
Can
She
Nunes
can't get
make
down there.
125?
No,
That's
no,
what I'm wondering.
I don't think so.
Not what.
Come on, TJ, help her out.
Fuck, dude.
She probably could make it, but
Nah.
the toll it would take on her body, I don't think she would be the same Amanda Nunes that we know and
She
love.
could be the first to ever get 3 titles in 3 different weight classes.
That'd be sick. She's already
currently holding 3 titles.
She's
too,
already GOAT.
simultaneously.
She's already women's GOAT.
You imagine that? If she could make
That'd be
125.
fucking crazy.
I bet you
There you
she could if she planned it out way in advance.
Well,
Started cutting down like
She
Now,
very naturally, like
for a fight next year.
she's
yeah,
130.
really changed her body type though.
She's 135. Shevchenko's 125. Who used to fight at 135? Maybe a 130 matchup.
Do a catch weight.
Yeah, catch weight.
No.
The thing about the catchweight is,
But have a belt,
you know
like,
the
that's-
UFC.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
know
you
the
won't have the
UFC's
belt.
not going to do it.
Right.
They never. I don't think have they ever. Maybe like way back in the day, but in modern, like quote unquote modern history, the
They don't
last,
do a-
what,
they don't
12,
do a lot of
10,
catch
12
weights.
years or more.
I
I
mean,
can't think of any.
I mean,
anyway.
Not
Cyborg-
unless somebody misses.
first two
yeah,
fights,
if
Cyborg
someone
fought at
misses weight or
140.
someone steps in at the last minute,
Yep.
maybe.
I mean,
But
the
nothing.
They had one of those
nothing
fairly
significant,
recently,
I
didn't they? Somebody
Cyborg.
stepped in at the last minute and they did one like 5 pounds heavier than normal. They did like a fight at 140 or something like that.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
It was like 6 months ago, but
Yeah.
I feel like I remember that.
What were you saying, Ryan?
Well,
Cyborg.
no, I was just saying Cyborg's first 2 fights were 140,
Yeah.
Yeah,
UFC.
yeah.
but
That's
that
true.
was like
Again,
tough on
long
her.
while ago too.
Yeah, because like there's no 140 belt.
Right.
I don't.
Exactly.
It's that's technically bantamweight. No, featherweight. That's technically featherweight.
Mm-hmm.
Anything 136 to 145 is featherweight. So it was a featherweight fight, but it was counted as a catchweight fight.
I wish that'd be cool to do it. 130, Nunes and Shevchenko.
It would
That'd
be.
be fun.
Would be pretty dope.
Or if a man could make 125 and wanted to, sure. Like, fuck it.
I mean,
Go for it, I guess.
going back to Shevchenko, where we started
Yeah.
with Shevchenko,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Chukagian, no one really gave Chukagian that much of a shot, and no
For the-
one was really surprised.
For
at-
those who didn't see it, wanna
Valentino
tell
was
them how
like
they-
minus 1,000.
Hmm.
yeah. Like
Minus a-
1250, like minus
Yeah.
1250
Yeah,
or some
it
shit.
was-
Shevchenko.
At-
It was ridiculous.
on DraftKings, it was minus 1,000. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, that's a good deal. Because
Right.
like everywhere else, she was 1,300 or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, no, that was
And I
stupid.
And I didn't put her in my parlay. That really pissed me off. I totally forgot about
yeah,
that.
no, that was just free money.
Yeah. I mean, even though it was only like,
Essentially, yeah.
it would have only been like
Doesn't matter.
$5.
Doesn't matter. It's free money.
Yeah, they had like all of Valentina's competitors up on the board. Like they showed the top 5, and I'm looking at the top 5. And I'm like, wow, Roxanne Modafferi's number 5.
Yep.
I'm like, that says a lot about like that division. She's like,
Jessica I's number 1 or 2.
she is number 1, yeah,
number 1.
and she got demolished.
Caitlin-
Honestly, Liz Carmouche put up
Carmouche.
the or
Yeah.
Carmouche.
Carmouche.
She put up the
Carmouche.
best fight, and it still wasn't.
Yeah, because she didn't get finished.
Fight your
Yeah.
sister.
Carmouche.
Fight your sister.
I mean,
Sure, sure.
there was Jennifer Maya's in up there.
Yep, she's 4.
She just lost against Chukagian. There's no one really
That's
at
right.
5.
She just
Joanne
lost.
Calderwood,
Yeah, there you go. Throw her against.
Sure.
Vivian
Calderwood.
Orejo, Lauren Murphy just won.
Yeah, 1
Just
in
saying.
asterisks.
Yeah.
Somewhat of a weak.
Barber.
Are we gonna call this a weak weight class, or am I about to say that just because
There's just not a lot of
Shevchenko is the
women
champ because we're
fighters.
It's because she's
we're
on a completely
comparing
different
all
level.
these
Yeah.
girls to Shevchenko?
Yeah.
Because if you take Shevchenko out of the equation, like it's a pretty competitive weight class overall.
Yeah. It is.
It is.
Right?
It is.
Just
yeah.
like compared to the champ,
Barber,
it's like there's not
Paige
it
Van
seems weak.
Zant,
Paige Van
Modafferi, Maya,
Shevchenko, other Shevchenko, Antonia,
yep, Antonina.
Antonita. I suck with
Yep.
names.
Yeah, Modafferi, man. I mean, like we said, her last fight, she's still improving at 37 years old.
Mhm.
She's a highly skilled fighter and getting better.
It's just Shevchenko. Valentina Shevchenko is just on such another
Yeah,
level.
you think about Roxanne Modafferi fighting Valentina. Doesn't seem like it would go. Although we felt that way against Macy Barber, but again, you think about Barber fighting against Shevchenko. I mean, she probably stands a good chance when she gets some more experience. Like she's got the strength, she's got the skill set. She's just really young and not quite as developed and experienced as Shevchenko is.
I feel like the division is competitive,
Yeah,
but they just don't have as much skill as Valentina.
right.
She's just in a league of her own. It's
Yeah,
kind of like
Pretty much.
it's kind of like how John Jones has been for a long time. You know, I feel like people are getting
dominant.
people are getting closer.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
now, like they're getting closer. Like someone's gonna beat him soon.
What about some bantamweights if they came down to flyweight to fight Valentina?
I was kind of
if they
just looking
can.
at that, but a lot of them can't. I mean,
Who's like your top 5 bantamweight?
I was just looking at Aspen Ladd because that's who I thought of.
Can she make one?
I bet
That's
she
what
could.
I mean.
I
'Cause
bet
she's
she could.
only like an inch taller than Valentina. But you remember how she looked 2 times ago at weigh-in?
Yeah.
Where she was like sickly making 135.
Yeah,
so it's
true.
like,
But then again, I said the same thing about Aldo.
You know,
And-
I was actually more
Yeah.
thinking
It's a little
maybe
different with
some
girls,
straw
though, man.
weights
It's a
go
lot harder
up.
for them to.
Rose versus Valentina.
If Rose like packed on muscle, because Rose, let's be honest, doesn't have any muscle.
she's like Holloway.
She's very,
Yeah.
yeah,
She's fast
very
and
long.
accurate.
Thing.
Yeah.
I feel like she'd look the same, kind of like Holloway when he moved up to 155. He
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 didn't look any
looked the
different.
same.
looks
Yeah.
no didn't
He
look
looked
any
exactly-
bigger.
yeah.
Granted, it's only 10 pounds.
I mean,
but still.
Joanna's fairly tall, right?
Joanna did go up to flyweight
Yeah.
before, but she lost to. I think
Joanna
decision.
just lost to Shevchenko like
Michelle
not long ago,
Watterson.
like a fight or 2 ago.
Yeah, that was for the title when
Yeah.
the, when
Michelle
the weight
Watterson,
class
yeah, but
was
isn't
made.
Watterson like? I mean, she could maybe do it, but
Jessica
she's super
Andrade.
short.
I
She's
mean,
like
Jessica
5'3"
Andrade
or
is
something.
thick.
Yeah.
Andrade,
Andrade used to fight at 135.
yeah.
That surprised me, dude. She was thick.
You know what? Yeah, you guys are right. I think a flyweight is flyweight. Yeah, I think a flyweight going up. No,
Strawweight.
A strawweight going
Strawweight.
up to flyweight would be.
There's
Move
more
to-
talent at strawweight than there is at bantamweight. Is
Yes.
kind of like the
Mhm.
notion.
It's just basically who really struggles to make strawweight. Go ahead and go up and win a couple times, and you'll probably get a title shot.
Although
Who'd Whaley
I
just
gotta
beat?
say,
Win once.
Zhang Weili just be who was this?
Andrade.
Yeah, Andrade. I like Andrade moving up. I like
Andrade
that.
is short.
although I gotta say,
She's pretty. She's pretty
powerful as shit,
jacked,
though.
powerful. Her with an extra 10 pounds, she can maybe pack on a little bit more muscle. It'd
Which
be
would
at
be
least
crazy.
be an interesting
Joanna's
fight.
actually
You know?
taller than Valentina.
Yeah.
Wow.
Only by an inch. But
How
she's
tall
taller.
is Joanna?
66 inches, which is like 5 foot,
6,
4,
6.
5,
Six?
6.
Yeah,
5'6".
yeah.
So
Zhang
Valentina-
Weili's 5'5".
I would like to say, as far as bantamweights maybe going down, if she can do something about that horrendous takedown defense she has, Jermaine Durandamy looked phenomenal in her
Yeah.
last fight
Yeah,
against
she's
Amanda.
tall though.
True.
And she did fight at 145
Yeah.
before. But if she could make 125, holy shit. Her versus Valentina, two world champion strikers.
Oh yeah, that would be fun.
And
She's tall.
125.
69 inches.
That's a
Nice.
tough cut, though.
So what's that, 5'9"?
5'9".
Yeah.
She'd be huge. If she
And
made
she's not like doesn't have that build like Joanna has. She's a little more,
Jermaine.
built, a little more, just wider, a little more broad, body type. Yeah.
I don't see her making
What about
it down.
Holly?
Holly Holm?
Yeah.
Could she get any
125?
skinnier and in better shape? Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't
she's
think
Yeah,
so.
man. I mean,
fit as
her
shit.
body fat's got to be really low. Just
Yeah.
fighting at
Like
135.
-2?
I don't know about
Like,
another 10
there's
pounds.
nothing to really lose.
She's never fought at 125, has she?
No.
She's never had a
68
fight there.
inches.
135, 145, but never 125.
Never 125. And at her age, like, what is she, 37 now? 36, 37?
38.
38 now? She just
Wow.
turned 38?
She's older than Roxanne.
We'll see.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, I think the next fight's got to be Roxanne versus, what, Maya, maybe? Like, she's been looking good.
Calderwood?
Calderwood and Modafferi, winner of that, fights
Ro-
Shevchenko, right?
Roxanne
she's
is
gotta throw
riding
somebody
a
up there.
nice win streak right now, I think.
Yeah, they'll
she
give
beat
Roxanne a
Antonina.
shot.
She beat Macy Barber, two pretty decent
Yeah.
names in the division. I think
And
she
she's been
should get
around
like
for a
maybe
while,
Jessica
too.
I.
Who'd she beat?
Yeah, Jessica I maybe, winner.
Who did
Jessica
she beat
I
before?
just had a fight
An-
not that long ago.
Antonina Shevchenko.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jessica
That's
I's
right.
fought since she lost to Shevchenko?
Yeah, she did.
She fought not that long ago and she missed weight by 6 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Who did?
Yeah.
Jessica I, right? Yeah.
Oh, and then, well, so
I like her too.
flyweight started with the Ultimate Fighter. They had an Ultimate Fighter flyweight tournament. Nico Montano won the tournament and then didn't want to
Just
fight
disappeared.
Valentina and then just went up to bantamweight. Like
Yep.
she could come back down, maybe fight.
True.
Sajara Eubanks also fought.
Eubanks.
I think she fought for the title. I think against Modafferi.
Nico Montagna is number 14.
Yeah, bantamweight.
Yeah.
If she comes down to flyweight, I mean, she
a
can make a
couple
case.
fights.
She's the former champ.
I'm just upset that Barber fucked up her knee.
Yeah, that
and
sucks.
she's going to be out till the end of the year.
That
I'd like
is
to
a
see her
bummer.
get another
Successful
fight.
surgery
She had a lot of
this
promise.
morning.
This morning she did.
You figure that's 6 to somewhere 8, maybe
That was
10
8
months, 9
Oh.
months,
8, 9 months.
somewhere in there.
I would just like to go on record.
Something like
I mean, I don't know if any of you disagreed with me necessarily, but I think
We never disagree.
I think I did get a few funny looks when I told people this about Colby Covington, about his jaw being broken. It really does only take 6 weeks for that to heal.
That's
It really does, because I remember telling some people and they're like, nah, but like really, like he's already like good, like he went on, like I don't know if he can like jump right into camp or anything, but he was on 6 weeks, boom, he's on Ariel Hawaii's show talking to him.
I was probably one of those people that were like, nah, because to me, I just feel like you break part of your head that's like important.
I don't know why. I don't.
That's like
you know, I'm
You probably
no.
couldn't get in a fight and get punched in the mouth like full bore for a while, but I mean, what do you consider healed? Like he can talk, he can move it, he can eat with it, he can train and everything.
It can
he
function.
Just can't do hard.
Yeah,
sparring.
yeah.
Can he
You gotta
eat
be
caramel?
careful.
That's what I want to know. Can he eat hard
Can
caramel?
he eat caramel?
Some Rolos?
Stuff with peanut butter.
No, milk duds, man.
Also-
Chewing on those milk duds.
All of a sudden, you hear just a, and it's like,
Charleston
oh shit!
chew.
You see like a pop out of his like fucking
If you
chin.
can't break this marble, you can't fight. Put it in your mouth.
So what?
You can't break this marble.
Come on, Colby, bite
What?
down hard.
What is the procedure for a jaw? Is it a plate?
They just wire it.
It's a wire?
it shut.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wire it shut.
So does he still have a wire in it, or do they take the wire out?
No, they cut it. It's like getting braces.
Oh,
I think
It's
they
like you're
do
fucking
something
like, you're like
and
this.
just like
Yeah,
Switch it all together so
you're
you
on a
can't
Close your
liquid
jaw
diet
so you
for
can't
like a
move-
couple
you gotta
weeks, I
talk with
think.
Your lips and your tongue, you can't move your teeth.
yeah.
That your jaw doesn't move up and down.
He
opens
also-
enough to
It's
get a straw into
probably
your mouth.
super
That's it.
uncomfortable.
it probably
but
sucks.
He also completely denied that it was broken to Ariel. He's like, no, my jaw wasn't broken.
Although
such a
You guys just didn't see me talk
Dink.
for the last month and a half for no real reason.
speaking
Exactly.
of though, of Colby,
Guy who didn't shut the fuck up for 9 months before his fight.
he did show two like screenshots, I guess you can call it, from the fight of like Usman, like when he got kicked in the nuts, and like he stopped the fight right at his kick. His kick hit him like right below the belly button. Did not kick his nuts. And then same with the
Maybe he had
eye
his
poke.
dick tucked into his waistband.
That's
Never
what I
done
do.
that?
That's what I like to do. So
That's what I like to do.
so
got a
When I'm
boner in the middle of the
fighting the
fight.
top welterweight contenders.
Tuck it into
Conor
his
McGregor.
waistband.
and then the eye poke,
Wrestling rager.
Usman's eye poke. Colby
seventh-
stopped
like a
it, and,
seventh
his-
grader standing
his
up for the
hand was
bell
on
for the
like
next
one
class.
side of his face, and
tuck it in.
Usman was like touching the other eye.
That's right when he
It
kicked
was on the other side.
Yeah, he was saying that during the interview.
Yeah.
I remember him saying that.
So like
Yeah, I didn't think that the nut kick was ever legit, but the eye poke I thought maybe, because
got
they
big
did
nuts.
show it in the replay, like he did, if he was grabbing his other eye or whatever, I don't know, but he did like make contact with his eye.
and his hand was wide open.
right.
Yeah.
Wide open.
Well, Colby was like literally calling out the ref, like, "Hey, what were you looking at? Like, you fucked up."
Yeah.
I forgot who the ref was.
Then he took a point away.
Yeah.
Maybe Kamaru poked the ref in the eye before the fight.
Captain Insano.
Captain Zeno.
So, we want to get into the main event. I know we'll be talking about
main
that
event?
for a minute.
No, I
Yeah.
think we're good for this week.
All right.
We're only
Alright.
38 minutes in.
Oh, wow.
I thought we were like an hour.
Me
All right. Well, we're
Yeah,
going to be
we-
talking about this for a half hour.
Either
Either
way,
way.
Yeah, I think we're just get right in and out of this one. This one won't be too bad.
So John Jones, Dominic Reyes.
Oh, yeah.
John Jones won the fight by unanimous decision. Judges' scorecards.
Who?
One judge had it 48-47. Another judge had it 48-47. And the third judge had it 49-46.
To the winner by unanimous decision.
And still.
John Jones.
All right, moving on.
Fantastic.
All right. Moving on.
So Reyes looked way better than I thought during the fight.
Absolutely.
Yep. I want to jump. I want to just throw the question out there right now. Can we jump right into ask each one of you guys, because everyone's talking about it. Does Reyes get an immediate rematch against Jones? Yes or no, Vinny? What do you think?
I don't think he does.
Does he deserve it, or does he get it?
Do I think he deserves it? I mean, he's, in my opinion, the closest to beating John Jones I've ever seen. So I think you could make an argument he could have an immediate rematch. But as far as like challengers go, like I don't know if anybody's ever, not gotten the belt and held it and gotten an immediate rematch. I don't know. I mean,
Corey Anderson-
special circumstances maybe, but
Right. Go ahead.
Corey
Zach.
Anderson wins this weekend, then he should get a shot. If Jan wins, I don't want to see him fight John Jones.
Why
You
not?
really don't? Why not?
No, because he just.
What if he knocks
burned
out
the
Corey
shit
Anderson?
out of me in his last fight.
What if he
I don't think that was his
Knocks
fault
him out.
though.
No,
I
his
thought
last
I
fight
thought
was
what if he
bad.
defends every takedown and knocks his block off of like halfway through the second round? Just picks him apart, knocks him out.
I
Still don't
I
think
don't
it's a
see
shot.
that
He's on a
happening.
fucking roll, man.
I thought that was Jacare's fault that was a boring fight though,
were you
not
saying
his.
Jan?
No, but he
Or-
didn't do
Jan
anything
Blachowicz.
to impress
He's-
me either.
So Zach just said if Corey beats Jan, he gets a title shot.
Right.
No
But
immediate
but
rematch
Jan
for
does
Reyes.
not.
I think
Jan
either
doesn't if
way,
Jan
the
loses.
winner should
Yeah.
get a title shot. That's
I
what
think so too.
I think that's what will happen. Jan was so unimpressive.
With the exception
fight.
of
It
Thiago
wasn't the most
Santos
exciting fight.
beating Jan in a fight that Jan was winning till he got knocked out. Jan's been on like quite a win streak though. He's been tuning people up too.
Yep. And John Jones recently saying that Thiago Santos is one of the toughest fights he's ever had next to Reyes and Gustafsson. That's his top 3 toughest fights of the 30 fights that he's had.
Yep.
14 or 15 of them being
14.
title fights. I mean, that's saying a lot. So Jan loses to one of the toughest guys Jones has ever fought, who was on a tear at the time. Doesn't take a ton away from Jan, especially what he was doing before and what he's done after that loss to Thiago. Then he beats a guy like Corey Anderson, who's been tearing shit up.
If he does.
Regardless that his last fight wasn't the most exciting fight against
It doesn't even
Jacare.
have to
Again,
be
Jacare?
exciting. It was just unimpressive.
Yeah. I mean, you're
Was it
fighting
a split?
Jacare Souza. It's hard to look impressive against that guy. I mean, he's still
The
got
guy
the
moving
win.
up.
Was that
Still
a
looks
split?
good.
Everybody else that fought
Yeah, but
somebody that was moving up
Jacare's a
knocked
big
him
dude,
out.
though. He's a big 185er.
Well,
He's
when
built
Rockhold
really
moved
good.
up, he did knock him out, and he was the former
Yep.
champ at that division.
That's true.
That's what I mean.
Was the Jacare Jan fight, was that a split?
I think so.
It might have
If
been.
it wasn't,
I think
probably should
I
have
think
been.
it was a
it
split
was a close
actually.
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it wasn't, it probably should have been.
Zach, Will's question. Does Reyes get an
Yeah.
immediate
He
match?
won't. I think he probably deserves one, but he won't. Just because of those other guys that you got sitting there, especially when they're fighting this weekend.
I don't think he does. I don't think he gets a immediate title rematch. I think he deserves to eventually fight for the title again because he
I
did
think
so.
he should fight for it within the year.
At like,
Maybe
so
at
do you,
the end of the year.
so
Maybe
fight
that be
fight
his
again
ne-
and then go back.
It could be his next fight. He could just hold off and say, "Hey, I think I got kind of screwed in the last fight." That, I mean, he definitely shouldn't have been 49-46. That doesn't make any
Right.
sense.
That was
You figure maybe Jones fights 2 more times this year, 1 more time,
yeah.
I think
in
he'll fight one more
summer-ish,
time against,
and then 1 more time at the end of the year, and then maybe that'd
Yeah.
be Reyes again.
Yeah,
Maybe
he'll
he fights
fight
Jan or
in-
Corey in summer.
He'll
Winter.
fight in July
Yeah,
in
July,
the
August,
International Fight Week thing because he seems to always fight
November,
then,
December, yeah,
and
whatever
then
that
fight
is.
again at the end of the year.
Yeah,
For
I can see
me,
that.
I want to see Jones fight Santos again.
Me too.
So like, I don't know when Santos is supposed to be back.
That was
Well,
both
oh,
knees, I think, right?
Yeah.
That's gonna take a while.
How about
Maybe end of the year if Santos is ready.
Santos versus Reyes for
Yep.
the?
I was
That
thinking
would
that.
be
I was just thinking that.
fine.
Yeah,
Although
I would love that.
I really want to see
No,
Smith
not Aldo.
Smith versus Santos rematch
Smith versus Santos rematch
at 205.
at 205 this time.
that would be fun.
I want to see that, but I want to see Santos
I
fight
like
Jones again.
Anthony Smith a lot.
I love
He's
that
cool.
guy.
He's cool.
He
He's
he
such
he
a
look
legend.
he
really
looks
like
like
that.
my 7-year-old nephew, except just a 6'4" man. That's pretty nuts.
Your 7-year-old nephew has all those tattoos.
No, no. Yeah, he came out the womb with them. No.
That's sweet.
Oh, but I wanted to ask you guys because there's been a lot of
7-year-old with all those tattoos.
there's been a lot of talk about this. You guys
Probably
all
Thailand.
think that Reyes won the second round, right? I remember it being pretty clear that he won, but a lot of people are saying, I could see Jones having that.
I think he won. I am gonna try to go back and watch it again because I have only seen it the once when we watched.
Yeah,
it
I
live.
want to rewatch it
I had
too.
Reyes 1, 2, and 3. Kind of
Jones
questionable
4
in the second or third. I could see it going either way, but I personally, just watching it in the moment, felt that Reyes took those rounds. I remember thinking that 3-0 Reyes going into the fourth. That's how
Yeah.
I felt it was, and judges didn't see it that way. But yeah,
I do want to watch it again without I was so nervous about having money on the fight. Obviously that's gonna have like a little
Sure.
thing in your head.
it definitely changes it.
It's like a lens.
right?
It's like a
Yeah,
different lens. You're
it
watching
is.
it through a lens.
It is.
Where I want that gone. It's like, okay, nothing's on this fight. I'm not gonna win or lose anything. I just want to watch this fight try to be unbiased. I think I can be unbiased about it because I already know the result. I just want to justify the result or justify what I thought was the win. So for me, I had Reyes winning first and second round, Jones winning 3, 4, and 5. Third round for me was the one that was going to decide it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Jones just not easily, but decisively won the 4th and the 5th round. I thought Reyes decisively won the 1st and the 2nd round. 3rd round, thinking about it, looking at it, I'm like, it was close, but I had Jones, but I could see how people have Reyes.
Reyes ran out of gas.
He did run out of gas.
He
Ran out of
certainly
gas.
He did.
He threw so much in those
Especially
first
in
two
that
rounds.
first round. They were going
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
First round, he outstruck him by like
A
10
ton.
or 12
Yeah.
significant strikes.
He did. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Reyes put up. I mean, when you put it all on the line, you win. You look really good in those first couple rounds. I think it's like
He pushed the pace. He controlled everything for the first round and a half at
Stop
least.
some takedowns.
That was the big thing, was
Yeah.
that he didn't get taken down until, what, the 5th round?
Third, I
Was
thought.
it the 3rd?
Third
I
or
didn't think he
fourth,
got
yeah.
taken down
I
that
thought it was
early,
4th
and-
or 5th. I thought it
Yeah.
was late. It was late.
Yeah, it was after he ran out of gas.
John kept trying, but he couldn't.
Yeah.
Reyes is strong.
yeah.
Dude, he looked
Looked really good.
cartoonish at the weigh-ins. Reyes?
Right.
His arms are so fucking big.
I thought he
Dude,
looked.
it was insane. I'm looking at him on the scale. I'm like, dude, is that real? Like, this isn't the misproportioned TV that we watched it on. This is real. Like, his arms are
Right.
really the same size as his own head.
I thought he looked terrible at weigh-ins. Like it looked like he
doesn't-
literally just got out of the sauna.
I didn't think he looked
I think
terrible.
he
but
did.
He didn't look great.
I think he did. He was like the
I wouldn't say
second to last
terrible
guy
at
to
all.
weigh in. I think he weighed in with like 10 minutes left.
10 or
in the
15
weigh-in
minutes,
that
yeah.
day. Yeah, I mean,
he definitely
was-
didn't look good. It looked like he had
was
he had a
pushing
little
it.
bit of trouble with the cut for sure. In
Looked
my
good
mind,
in the
terrible
fight.
is like you look super drained. You don't have a lot. And like he looked like he was just looked like a guy who just cut a lot of
He's a
weight,
big
but
guy,
he didn't
though.
look like
He
he
is.
was sucked of energy.
I saw a
he's a big guy, though.
I saw a statistic too on Instagram that Dominic Reyes has by far thrown way more significant strikes on John Jones than anyone has in his previous. I think Thiago Santos had the second most with like
I was
32
gonna say, yeah,
significant
that's-
strikes, and Reyes had like over 100.
Thrown or landed?
I think landed.
Landed.
Yeah,
Did he land over 100?
yeah.
That doesn't seem right now.
That's a lot.
maybe
He
total
threw
strikes.
a
Maybe.
lot.
He might have.
He
He might have
threw
been
a
close.
fuck ton of strikes.
I want to see.
Yeah,
I wanna
but
check now.
how many of those are significant?
I mean, I guess it depends on what you consider significant.
That's the thing. What were we? Wasn't it the Aldo fight where 46 of his like 47 strikes that he landed in one round
We're
were
saying
considered
yeah,
significant?
yeah,
I was
that's
like,
true.
wait a minute, what?
I don't know.
It's like once we jabbed once and that wasn't significant.
yeah.
Everything else was just.
I guess that is a good question. What does count as a significant strike? I feel like anything but a jab. Like,
Yeah.
if you can knock somebody out with it, then it should be significant, I guess, right?
Right.
And you can knock someone out with a hook, an uppercut, a straight.
Everybody's rear hand. I was gonna say
Yeah.
everybody's rear hand is a significant strike. If it's your front hand, it's not.
Then like how do you count leg kicks? Because like
That-
some
tho-
people's
I
leg
think
kicks
those-
are significant.
I would consider like
I think
dude,
all of them are considered significant strikes, leg kicks.
Shevchenko's body kicks.
Oh
Jesus
my God.
Christ! She kicked her once in the body, or even that spinning head kick. Dude, I'm surprised she
yeah,
survived that.
Yeah. We all were like, oh,
Yeah,
like
no,
everyone
the whole
was like,
play is just that's another fun part about
So
being in that big of a
so
group of people.
fast.
It's just having everybody just ooh all at the same
That's
time.
why. That's why I call it bullet, because of that speed.
yeah. You have that atmosphere. That's why I like.
that was fun.
That's why I like going out to watch fights, is because you have that atmosphere of everyone around you, and they all like get into it. And when something cool happens, it's not just you going ooh, or like you like eyes widening or something. Like everyone, like you hear it,
And
you
some
feel it.
and some people go, "Come on, Reyes."
Come on, Reyes.
The
Come
guys,
on, Reyes.
the guy sitting behind us at the lounge.
Come on, Reyes.
Every 20 seconds.
Come on,
So
Reyes.
mad.
Just
I was
like that.
getting so mad. I've
Come
never
on,
wanted to
Reyes.
scream at an old man more in my life.
Was he old? I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
he
Come on,
was.
Reyes.
I didn't,
Yeah.
I didn't even look at him. I should have looked at him.
Come on, Reyes.
All right, dude. Vinny was right. Reyes landed 116 significant strikes.
Come on, Reyes.
Jones,
Come
Jones
on, Reyes.
Jones landed 104. So Reyes landed 13 more significant strikes throughout the fight.
Come on,
Jones
Reyes.
did. significant strikes too. So 116.
Everything's
Damn, dude, you were
significant.
right. I didn't know it was that much. Every second is significant.
But
I wonder if John Jones's eye pokes count as one of his significant strikes.
Actually, was there any eye pokes?
There was at
There
one
was
point, yeah.
one,
Did
I
they
think,
stop it?
fairly early?
One of the commentators even said Reyes is reminding John Jones to keep his fingers closed.
Oh, he said before the fight that he was going to talk to the ref, that he was going to keep reminding the ref, like, hey, I don't want him swinging at my face with his open hands. Like,
Yeah.
tell him to keep his hands closed.
There was a few times where you saw Reyes just punching Jones.
Oh, just swatting his hand
his
away.
forearm, his wrist, his hand, just like
Yep.
yeah, just swatting at, it, just punching
Swatting
it,
his
kind
hand
of.
away.
Yep.
Give him a quick little just
Yep.
little jab at his hand, like
Oh,
get your
jeez.
fucking hand out of here.
Yeah, getting rid of like the rangefinder or whatever it might have
Yeah,
been.
His
yeah,
range
kind of
finder.
Kind of like how
Come on, Reyes.
come on, like how
fish finder.
McGregor like puts his hand there and then punches the
Oh,
hand.
yeah. Oh, yeah, no, it's the exact same thing.
I was gonna say something too, but I
They
forgot
both
what it was.
kind of do just hold up their hand for a high five.
pretty much.
Both Jones and McGregor. They just hold their front hand up for a high five the whole time.
I wish some
And they just punch
fighter
behind it.
would just go with him.
Oh, I know. I always kind of expect that, especially since both of them a lot of times start out the round just walking out with their hand out like that because they're already judging distance. Just have someone be like,
That reminds me
five?
of one of my favorite face-offs I ever saw. I don't know who the fighters were, but the one dude, he has his hands out like this. The other guy walks up to him, just goes, and then covers his hand. It's perfect.
That is pretty
that
good.
is funny.
That's a good one.
That's when you
So-
could do to Valentina because she always does the
Yeah.
Yep.
just stands
Snail.
with her fist out.
Oops. God damn. Jeez. Fuck am I hitting that for?
Pulling my wire.
Anyway, you guys, we could transition right
Making
over.
my
We were talking a little bit about
Anywho.
Blachowicz and Anderson.
Mhm.
You guys want to just shoot right into
Let's do it.
next weekend?
UFC Fight Night 167.
I'll be driving down to Florida when this shit's going on.
I'll be
in Belize.
I'll be sitting on my couch / at work.
Such a random place to be going to.
Belize.
Why Belize?
Belize is nice.
What are you doing there?
My brother's
Sure
buying a
is.
house there.
In Belize?
In
Belize?
Belize?
House in Belize?
Fuck, did you just win the lottery?
It's awesome.
No, it's actually fairly cheap.
Really, Belize?
Yeah.
Shit. It's Mexico.
Yeah, a lot
It's
of like
off
those
of
nice.
Mexico.
Is he
tropical
gonna
places,
live
though,
there
but
full
cheap as
time or
fuck.
just like
When he retires.
yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Is
he
it
wants to
lot
retire.
older?
You talking
How
about
old
Mike?
is he?
You talking about Mike?
No.
Is he close to retirement?
No, I mean 15
Oh.
years or something like that.
That's half the time I have. Shit.
I think he's 50
Those
this
are
year.
new.
Yeah, I now have 30. No, actually, no, 29 years now until I'm old enough to retire.
Oh,
That's what I have. I
boy.
have 29. 2049
What
is
was
my
I-
retirement date.
What was I regular like 5 years ago?
No,
6 years ago?
faster than that because I've been regular for 6.
So I think I'm probably about there too.
No, you're definitely way more. You're 7 or 8.
I don't think so.
I'll be regular
Yeah,
for 3
I think it
years
was
this May.
2007.
I think it was 2014.
That's what mine was.
Yeah, you were in August of
Were you part of the big group
14 or
of
15.
52?
He was the first one. Zach was the first one.
I
of
was the
big
number
group.
one PSE for a fucking year.
I thought John Lockwood was number 1.
No, John Lockwood made it before I did.
Oh,
John
you're number
Lockwood was the
3.
dickhole who cut me off.
He was number 1. Diane.
Yeah, no. When they first talked about making regulars, they were like, "Oh yeah, no, we're gonna do like 30 people," and I was like number 27 or something like that.
That's funny.
And then they were like, "Oh yeah, except for these 3 clerks that don't work in the plant." I'm like, "Well, who the fuck cares about them?" Like,
John Lockwood bid the job I really wanted.
son of a
Not to say no one
window?
else bid it, but
that fucking asshole.
it was like 3 a.m. to 11:30. I'm like, yeah, I want
You
that.
wanted that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I like going to work early and getting out early and
Hell
having the
yeah.
whole rest of my
7
day.
to 3:30 is like
Hell
the
yeah.
best shift, I think. 6 is a little early. 8 and 9
I
is
work
a little
6
late.
till
7's
2 every
awesome.
single
Did
day.
you
I would
That's
love
nice.
that.
Did you sign up for
I would
custodian?
love that.
Except for Saturdays
Yeah.
when I'm
You did?
5:30 to
Yeah, I
1:30.
did, yeah. There's
Nice.
I think 5 jobs I've turned down this past year because they weren't the shift I wanted. But I get called into Dawn's office, and then if there's a job
Dawn?
available, she gives you a slip, and then you either say
Yeah.
yes I want it or no I don't.
Dawn?
As long as you're on the list to be considered for it.
Dawn?
And
Dawn.
me, Zach, and Kayla kept on going in there, and Zach actually took it.
Zach took the one that I said I wanted. I said I wanted that job, and he got it over
You know,
me.
What a
Yeah,
bitch.
it sucked.
you know why?
Why is that?
Because the score. It's not based off
Score?
the scenario. It's based off your score.
Dawn.
From when you were a PSE?
No, off the maintenance test. Remember, you didn't take the maintenance
That
test.
has nothing to do with the score. He has seniority on me, and his attendance is better, so he got the job.
No, I would have had it over him if I had wanted it.
You don't have to take the job. You don't have to take the test to be a custodian. There's nothing to do with the test.
They told me I had. Zach even told me I would have gotten it if I had wanted it over him. This guy's talking fights.
He
Sort
said
of.
that. It doesn't make. I mean, the test.
I don't know.
Your score on the test has nothing to do with being a custodian. It's a
That's
completely
true.
different job.
Yeah,
It's
you're
not-
true.
not
That's right.
related. Yeah. yeah.
Mm.
So it's all good.
I don't want to
think
be a
his attendance is
custodian
better.
because they don't start early enough in the day.
Anyway, Jan
7 in
Blachowicz
the
and Corey
morning.
Anderson. Who you got, Vinny?
Corey.
I will take
Corey.
Jan for that one.
Jan. Yes.
Yes,
How?
I will.
How you think?
Knockout.
How you think he's going?
Jan
Jan
Blachowicz.
finishes him?
Knockout.
Jan finishes Corey.
Round 3.
All right. Ryan.
Corey.
Corey.
Last time he got him by decision.
Mm-hmm.
Unanimous
Yes, they
decision.
have fought before. We forgot to say that.
Yes, this is the second time they fought. The first time, I can't remember when it was, but Corey Anderson won the first one by decision. I think the same thing's going to happen again. I think he's going to win this one by decision, or Corey's going to finish him.
Mm-hmm.
But I have Corey regardless.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's probably the favorite. I'm assuming.
I'm not sure. Zach.
Good question.
Working.
While you're looking at that, I'm gonna
Working.
go Jan, and I'm gonna go decision.
He
Jan decision.
dark horse. That's what you've always called.
He's my dark horse. Corey, although, like John even mentioned it, he's got a chip on his shoulder, and John wants to eat it. It's funny the way he said it. That I think definitely plays a factor. So it makes me not as confident as I think I would have been.
Ooh.
Not seeing
Corey
Corey's
Anderson,
previous fight.
pretty good favorite.
Oh, is he?
Minus 225.
Wow.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Might need to throw some money on
Yeah.
Jan.
I don't know why he's that much of a favorite.
What's Jan? Plus
Plus
what?
175. Bet
Still.
$20, win 55.
That's not bad.
Bad.
No,
I
it's not the
could
worst
throw
thing
20
you've
on
ever done.
Jan maybe. Yeah, I see Jan taking a decision. I think it's a close fight. I could see it going either way, but I mean, I got to pick one or the other, essentially. So I'm gonna go Jan on that one.
Zach, who are you taking, Jan or Corey?
Corey.
Taking Corey.
50-50 split.
I like it.
Finish decision.
I got a nice little parlay going. Casey Kenny,
Is that a NASCAR driver?
Jim Miller.
Casey Kane, bro.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, come on.
We had this same talk like 3 or 4 episodes ago. Like we were talking about NASCAR. Someone got brought up, and you brought up Casey Kane.
Me?
Someone did similar.
I think it
and then
was
we
you.
said,
Yeah.
We said Casey Kane.
I don't remember any NASCAR talk.
We talked about who the fuck were we talking about? It was someone, and then we started talking about NASCAR drivers, like Dale Earnhardt Jr. and shit, and Casey Kane and
Not with me.
Mark Martin. It was Mark Martin. Mark Martin.
Oh, not today then.
No, it was a few episodes.
Okay, yes, I do remember.
4 or
yes.
5 ago.
Yes.
4 or 5 episodes ago.
Okay, I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah, it was like Mark Martin, and they were like Casey Kane.
yeah, I
Started
was the
talking
Mark
fucking-
Martin guy.
Started talking about bullshit.
Is it Mark Martin or Mark? What?
Mark.
Mark?
Mark.
Mark?
Mark
Yeah.
Martin.
Martin
Martin.
Markin.
Oh,
Mark
I'm
Martin.
so happy.
Martin Marcus.
I'm going to be in a state where I can bet on wine on Saturday. I don't have to go to a fucking casino. I'm going to be in Florida by the time Miami in the middle of the day. I can bet from my phone. I can bet from my phone.
Congratulations, dude. I'm really happy for you.
You should be.
You see Jan, you see Corey winning it, decision or finish, man?
Decision.
In your professional opinion.
Decision.
Decision, Corey.
Or a TKO in like the 4th round.
Yeah, late TKO. Yeah, both guys can go. I like that. I think this is going to be really exciting one way or the other.
And we all pretty much agree this is a title eliminator fight.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean,
Barring Santos coming back, getting an immediate shot, Reyes getting an immediate rematch.
yeah, you don't really see anyone else. I mean, winner of this fight could fight again, I guess. Maybe
Smith.
like like Anthony Smith or something like that, or Dominic Reyes.
Uzdemir.
Yeah, Uzdemir maybe even.
Teixeira's fighting Smith.
Yep. Winner of that could have an argument for a title shot as well. You got a lot of stuff going on there now. Like I feel like light heavyweight used to be like there's nothing for Jones, and now I feel like just within the last 10, 12 months, it's been like, whoa, okay, like especially due to the way Reyes performed.
Mm-hmm.
That was huge. Just his performance in general was like, all right.
Which is interesting because we all pretty much had had Johnny Walker, like, oh man, Johnny Walker, he's coming up, you know.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's
Potential.
still in the talking, you know. Let's see how he looks in his next fight or two.
Mm. And he switched camps, I believe.
Definitely.
He's up at TriStar now
Okay.
with George St. Pierre, so that's pretty impressive.
That's a good move for him.
Yeah.
That's a really good move.
Shit, what the fuck was I going to say? Oh,
I don't know, Mike.
so if Reyes doesn't fight for the title again, who does he fight?
If who doesn't?
Reyes. If
Santos.
Reyes doesn't get immediate title rematch, who does he fight?
Santos.
Santos or the winner of Smith and
Glover?
Teixeira, maybe.
I actually say
Oversold.
Uzdemir
Yeah.
rematch.
How about Rumble?
Oh, if
Too
Rumble
bad.
comes,
Rumble.
Somebody, was it Mike that I was talking to, who said that Rumbles actually wants to return to 205 instead of heavyweight now, I guess? Somebody
Okay.
was telling me that today.
I mean, that's another contender, obviously.
Definitely.
He would be right up in the top 3. Probably.
Absolutely would.
I want to see Uzdemir versus Reyes again.
I think Reyes would destroy him.
I mean, they already fought.
I know.
And
I think this time he would.
Yeah,
people
I
argue
Good.
that-
after what I just saw, I definitely
For,
think Reyes was just having an off night.
right, good. Because actually, he even said he was just having an off night that
Yeah,
night.
he did say that.
And he won that one, but everyone was like, kind of like, did
Yeah, I
he win?
didn't think he
And
won
I think
that.
that was a split. I think.
It was a split
Yeah.
in the
So-
wrong direction.
So run it back again. Like prove that you were. That you
If I were
actually-
Reyes, I wouldn't be taking that chance. I'd be going,
Right.
hey, I just punched my ticket.
Yeah, I also don't think he has to prove anything. He just
Right.
fought
Anymore.
John, and
True.
Right.
in some people's opinions, beat him.
Just an
So
option.
Unless the UFC just straight up tells him like, "Hey man, you got it. We're gonna give it to these guys, ABC, whatever, all the dudes we just named. If you want to fight, here's a fight for you. It's a top contending guy. It'll solidify that your next fight, if you win this one, is gonna be another title shot against Jones. But we're not giving you immediate rematch. You know,
Only because
he
there's
obviously
so many
is gonna take
guys.
the fight unless he wants
Yeah.
to hold out and see if the UFC will give in. You know,
Mm.
but
The thing about heavyweight is we've said it before, there's like 4 guys that you actually think have a chance at a title at heavyweight. And at light heavyweight, there's like 10.
there's more. Yeah.
That's what I
For
mean.
sure.
There's just enough more where it's like, no, we're not
Yeah.
going to give you an immediate rematch
like-
because we have to give other
Yeah.
people who
do you
are.
hold out and see if you'll get it, or do you take the fights that the
If he
UFC's giving you?
thinks-
You know, you take the paycheck, you keep you get more experience, you continue to prove yourself. You know,
Doesn't matter who wins this weekend, but if they make like a month from now or a month and a half from now, it comes out that Jones is fighting to defend his title again sometime in the middle of the
let's
year.
just pretend it's Corey.
Okay, so
Say
Corey
this summer.
wins,
Yeah, just throw
and
it out there.
then July you hear that him and Jones are going to fight on wherever, July, August, even September.
You never
hear
know.
that they're
Yeah,
going to
sure.
fight, and then if I were Reyes, I'd be going, all right. I mean, I don't really want to wait that long, but if I think that I'm going to get another title shot and Jones isn't going to bounce to heavyweight after that, which I mean, he'd be well within his right to do that. If he beats every single person that comes up to him,
Yep.
even if it's only once, and even if there is one decision in there or a couple decisions in there where you're like,
Yeah, I mean,
He
it's
could bounce.
It's risky not to fight because if he doesn't fight and say Smith looks really good in his fight and Jan or Corey look really good in their fight and one of them gets to fight Jones and they look really good fighting Jones, and then maybe the loser of those fights fight and one of them gets knocked the fuck out, and now 12, almost a year goes by and Reyes hasn't fought even though he still got his last fight, amazing performance against Jones. You don't know how these other guys are going to look and what they're going to do in the coming months, you know.
it's not like Reyes
Like,
has
you gotta stay
years and
relevant.
years of experience anyway. He's a fairly
That
young
too, pick
fighter.
up some more experience. I think it's smart to wait. It's also smart to take a good fight if the offer's on the table, and I think you take
Especially
it
if Jones bounces.
Yeah, if you're as new of a fighter, you're 12-1 now. You just had a good performance. Like, keep it going, keep your name relevant,
Momentum.
train hard, and fucking do your thing, right?
Momentum is the word I have in mind.
Yeah.
Like if he waits too long, he's
Uncle
going to lose
Mo.
momentum.
Yeah,
If he gets a good fight opportunity, he can keep that momentum going because people are talking about him right now. You have to keep the people talking.
I like the idea
it's
of
true.
Santos.
It's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hate that either. Depending on when he's going to be back.
I mean,
There's like no
blew
news on
up
him
his
for the
knee.
last 6 months.
say Jones is fighting Corey, we're automatically counting Jan out. But if Corey
No,
beats,
I'm just saying,
Right.
just throwing a name out there. Just say
Right.
it's Corey. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
if he's fighting Corey, Santos is back. Reyes is waiting. Santos is waiting. John is gonna fight Corey on that card. Put Santos and Reyes as the co-main event.
Sure, if Santos is ready.
Yeah, if they're ready. If either of them ready, Reyes or Santos. I don't think
Yeah.
Reyes was suspended or anything
I
for
don't
injuries.
think he had any major injuries. They said they did carry him off though. I mean, he was iced up and
Exhausted,
everything,
bro.
and well, I think his legs were. He was just
Right.
Just had a 5-round fight with John Jones. You're not feeling good, but I don't think he had any extensive injuries. No, as far as I know, he didn't get like a 3-month or a 6-month suspension for injury. As far as I know.
Good.
As far as I know, that is good.
That's
good.
I haven't heard anything. So.
Yeah, me neither.
Do you guys want to move into the co-main of
Yeah,
this
yeah.
week's?
Yeah,
We got Diego Sanchez versus
Diego.
Michel Backflip Pereira.
Michel Pereira. I think Michel takes this one.
Really, I'm taking
Yeah.
Diego.
I'm taking Michel on this one. I think he's just the more talented guy. He's a more dynamic fighter. He's the bigger guy.
His gas tank is like a minute long.
We'll see. It depends. Maybe he learned his lesson because he needs to just
See how many
tone
backflips
it
he does
down
on the
a
way to
little
the
bit.
ring.
I think maybe he learned that in his last one, if I'm remembering
He
correctly.
got beat up by a guy
Did
that
a-
weighed like
Yeah,
50
did a
pounds less than he
bunch of
did.
nonsense. That just very unnecessary
After missing
energy
weight.
expansion. Probably thought he would be finishing the fight early, didn't, and then
Yeah, I think
got
he.
in some trouble.
I think he really thought that. Who was it that he fought?
Started with a T.
Casey Kenny, wasn't it?
No,
Started with
no.
not?
Casey Kane.
I thought it was like Trevin or something.
Tristan.
Tristan
Connolly. Yeah.
Tristan Connolly.
Yeah, I
Same
really,
thing,
I
Casey
really,
Kenny, Tristan
I think
Connolly.
he thought he had that one
Same
in the
guy.
bag,
Jimmy
Michel
Rivera.
Pereira.
Damn Canadians.
I think he was just like, yeah, this is gonna be no problem, because I'm pretty sure everyone thought he was gonna walk through this guy,
Yeah.
and then he just gassed, and then Tristan Connolly did his thing
Well, his previous fight before that was Rochester, his debut, and he looked amazing.
Yep.
We saw it
against
live.
Danny Hot Chocolate Roberts. That was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Flying knee him and then just straight and just blasted him.
I just wish he would have looked like that against Tristan Connolly. But now, I'm like, oh god,
Then
here's
he does too.
this Pereira guy.
Right. As long as he fights smart and doesn't do any at least nothing over the top where he's expending tons of unnecessary energy. I think he finishes him, man. Sanchez is
too.
a tough guy. I know he's a good fighter and he's really tough. And it's going to be exciting. You know it's going to be an entertaining fight, especially with these. It's going to be
The
really
walkouts
fun
are going
to
to
watch.
probably be the most entertaining parts of this fight.
These,
They're going to be great. The fight itself is going to be phenomenal.
both
man.
these guys are crazy.
They
Like,
really
crazy.
are. And
Yeah,
I
I'll
think-
take Michelle for a knockout
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, me
No,
too.
Diego Sanchez is like certifiably insane though.
Yeah.
Probably.
There's no I in
I
team or
literally
whatever the hell
think he
he was
just like
saying.
eats live animals.
He's like,
Captain
this my
Insano.
body. This not their body.
It's something
or
about
whatever.
temple and
This
don't
my
know.
mind, body, and all
my
this other
mind.
weird shit.
I am body. I am mind. I am soul. Or something.
Yeah.
But he wants Mike Tyson to be his corner man.
Just the way he talks, man. Yeah,
the weirdest
Do,
motherfucker.
do you
He's
like
out there.
hate Michael Chiesa or something? Nah, he's cool.
I just checked his oil that one time.
I'm probably gonna go with Sanchez on this one.
Yeah,
Just
give me
because-
the nightmare.
Just because Pereira just like he was such a letdown in his last fight. The fight previous to that, he was my new favorite welterweight. But then his last fight, it was just like, ooh.
16
Damn,
backflips
bandwagon
later.
fan.
I was
Fairweather
I was
fan over here.
Totally. And then like if he looks amazing here, I'm like, man, I always have Pereira's back. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
obviously that's the way it works.
that's the way I work.
Stephen A. Smith, that shit.
Right. What do you think, Zach?
In that fight,
Yeah, man.
give me Diego.
Diego.
Yeah, so it's 2-2.
Diego.
Tell me Diego doesn't look
Hot
like the
shots
dude that
two ways?
takes like.
We're on the
2 scoops
Jan
of pre-workout
Michelle
and
train.
just
They're on
runs
the.
around.
Michelle.
They're
we
all-
both
the whole
took
time.
Jan. They both took Corey. We both took Michelle, and they
Yeah.
both took Diego.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Montana De La
Another team
Rosa
going here.
fighting Mara Romero Barella.
Barella.
I'll be honest, I don't know either of these guys.
Barella. I don't know either.
De La Rosa, man.
They're flyweights.
Yeah,
I'm
De La
a fan
Rosa
of De La
sounds
Rosa.
familiar. I don't know when I last
Um,
saw her fight though.
Yeah, she
She's named
lost.
after the great state
she
of
lost
Montana.
June last year to Andrea Lee.
KGB.
She fought February last year. She beat Nadia Kassem.
Who?
Exactly. I don't know. I don't know who
Oh, was that Andrea Lee's last fight? Was De La Rosa? Maybe that's why I know
yeah,
her
She
name.
beat her, yeah.
Are there way better fights on the prelims, or is that just me?
That's what I thought looking at it.
Yeah.
There's some good
Now
ones.
that
I
I'm
mean,
looking at it,
Barella,
yeah.
Jim
Barella,
Miller's
her last
down
fight,
there?
She lost to Lauren Murphy. She got
Hey.
TKO'd.
Nico Montano.
Yeah.
Montana Montano.
Wait, is she on?
She's on the prelims.
She is?
Yeah,
Prelims,
Macy Chiasson. That's who she's fighting.
No, Macy Keeson's fighting Shauna Young.
Not
Acco-
according to this.
According to Wikipedia.
Well, yeah, but I'm
Well,
on the UFC website.
Oh,
Back
fuck you.
back to the main card. You got Lando Venata fighting
Lando
Nancy Medeiros.
and Nancy.
Lando, sorry, yeah,
Who?
Lando
That's gonna be a
Venata
scrap.
and Nancy.
John Jones.
That's I think potential.
John Jones?
Who?
Unless it's Sanchez and Pereira, I think it's gonna be Venata and Medeiros for
Fight of the night.
Yeah, man, those are two really good.
Yeah, very scrappy guys.
Really good.
Venata's
yeah.
got a really cool like karate kickboxing style, and Yancey trains with the Diaz brothers, and he's Hawaiian, so he's like a Diaz Holloway mixture type thing.
Dalloway.
He's a Dalloway.
Yeah, CB Dalloway.
Oh, we got Tim Means in here. John Dotson's fighting.
Well, it's still on
John
the
Dodson is a fro now.
He does.
still on the main card though. We got Ray Borg. Ray Borg's like
What?
Yep.
Where?
Rodrigo Bontorin.
Yep.
Is fighting Ray Borg.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I did not see that.
Yeah,
That's a fun one.
Ray Borg is always super fun to watch.
I believe did he won his last fight?
Ray Borg.
I think he's ranked. He's ranked pretty
Who's
high,
Ray
isn't he?
Borg fighting?
According to this-
Because I don't see him on here.
Rogerio Bontorin.
Bontorin? Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yancey, I forgot his.
Oh,
last,
there it is. Okay. Yep, there we go.
His last fight, he got finished by Gillespie.
Yeah.
Yancey did last year. That was his one fight last year.
Yancey.
And prior to that, he that's right. He fought in 2018. He had also only had one
Oh.
fight, and he got
I'm
finished
thinking
by
Rob
Cerrone.
Font,
Yeah.
Yep.
not Ray Borg.
I remember that. That was rough.
Rob Font just
He was
fought.
looking good before
who?
that, though.
'Cause
2017.
that was
he
a
had
really
two
good
fights.
fight.
Hey, John Dodson.
2 fights, 2 finishes in 2017.
Is that who he just
Yancey
fought?
did.
No. Oh.
He's
He
just
beat
ranked.
Eric Silva, and he beat Alex Oliveira.
Eric Silva, that would be welterweight.
Yep, he fought at welterweight
Wow.
in 2017. His 2 fights that he had were welterweight.
This is a lightweight fight.
This is a lightweight fight.
Was
yep.
the Cerrone fight a welterweight as well?
Cerrone fight? Yeah, that was also a welterweight. Yep.
Wow.
So his first fight lightweight was last year against Gillespie.
And now he's
Got
doing,
finished.
Now
and
he's
then,
doing
yep,
another
going
lightweight
against
fight.
Venata. Yeah,
Oh,
fight.
it was Ricky Simone that Rob Font just fought.
Oh,
That's right.
that was such a great fight.
Yeah, that was nice. Beautiful fight.
The only fight that we're missing on the main card is Brock Weaver versus Kazula Vargas. I don't know either of them. I have no idea why they're on the main card.
Me neither.
I'm assuming one of them probably is the hometown guy.
Probably, yeah.
Wherever they're-
That makes sense.
Where are
They're
they?
guys.
Mexico.
Santa Ana.
Santa Ana.
Brock.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Then the prelims are just awesome on this
They
card.
are. So many good fighters on this.
Great.
Mark De La Rosa, another flyweight, fighting Rulian Paiva.
Who?
Man, wow, I ruined that one.
Seto Kaiba.
Jones.
Macy.
You get that one, Zach? Anybody?
What?
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yes.
Kaiba.
Kaiba.
Seto Kaiba
Oh, yeah, with the dragons.
from Yu-Gi-Oh?
Oh.
Yeah, the
Oh,
dragons.
with the dragons.
No, not the blue eyes
Mokuba.
white dragon.
Mokuba.
Yeah,
man.
Mokuba.
Damn, I think I watched that when I was like 10 or 11.
Go, Flame Swordsman.
I know there
I'm
was,
Joey Wheeler.
there's the Dark Magician.
Yes.
Oh, there's the
Always
Dark
a
Magician
Dark
girl.
Dark Magician.
The Red Eyes Black Dragon just look cooler than the Blue Eyes, in my opinion.
Yeah, that
I
was
really
Joey
like the
Wheeler's.
Red Eyes.
The Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Oh yeah,
Fuck yeah.
he won that from
The Red
Rex
Eyes-
Rex Raptor.
Damn.
He won
Yeah,
that from Rex
dude.
Raptor.
Yeah.
The guy who used only the
Rex
dragons.
Raptor.
Or it was cool.
Yes. Vinny, dude, good call, man.
Oh yeah,
Then there's Tristan. I like Joey. Joey's the man.
he is.
Go get
Joey
him,
Fatone.
you.
Did he have like a Boston accent or something?
Yeah, he's like from Boston. He's Joey Wheeler. Go.
And his
Go,
best
Flaming
friend
Swordsman.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Everybody else talked like this. Kaiba, Yugi. Then there's what the fuck was the other dude with the Toon World? What was his name? And like that was like the first season.
Pegasus.
Pegasus. Yes,
idea.
Yu-Gi-Oh. Then you had Joey Wheeler. Red Eyes Black Dragon.
What's funny is like
From
I
Boston.
I don't
or is he
remember
from,
any
Oh
of this.
no, his face down card. I forgot all about it. You've activated my trap card.
Man. I did play this, but I don't remember any of it.
Dude, I love
This is wonderful.
That was my shit. I had a whole deck and everything.
I had a
I
deck
was
too.
really into it. But, like,
Big deck
really.
energy.
I would look forward. I would look forward to the new episodes coming out. Every
Yeah,
Was that
yeah,
Kids
that's good
WB?
stuff.
I don't know what. I don't
It
remember
was.
what it was.
It
at.
was,
like
yeah.
after
I think you
school.
just
It was
watch
on
it
like
on
3.
Hulu.
It was like 4 o'clock
No,
or
there was no
something.
Hulu back then.
I remember going to my buddy, my friend Todd. He was I lived in the country. He was my neighbor. He was like a mile away, but he was my neighbor.
Fucking Todd.
Good friend of mine. I'd go to his house like every week, and I remember like it was like sometime in the second season. I was
Come
like,
on, Reyes.
I hope this show never ends. Like I want them to just keep coming out with season after season and never stop.
How'd that
They
go
stopped.
for it?
Yeah, I think they did like 3
Oh,
seasons.
man, go for
Like they did
it.
like 3 seasons, but then they transitioned into some other thing.
Yeah,
it was kind of
Yu-Gi-Oh!
like I
XD
think
or some
Tristan
shit.
was like in it. I think didn't like the character.
Yeah,
Tristan,
it got
like,
dumb
carry
after they
over
changed it up. I didn't like
something?
it.
I don't
Oh
know. I
yeah,
don't
it went
remember.
more of like
I
a.
think I could be wrong.
They
I
went
don't
more of the board instead of like the actual cards or something.
Yeah, it wasn't a
like
card. It was like
Come on,
some other
Reyes.
kind of thing.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I don't
something
remember.
Kaiba developed or something.
I'm literally I'm talking
Arm
like
thing.
17 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. It was fun.
Yeah, I barely remember.
Good
shit.
Love that
times.
shit. Then there's Digimon.
Good
I like
times.
Digimon.
I
too.
never did the Digimon.
I loved like the first season or two, and then it got kind of crazy because there was like it's like all right, how many different forms do they fucking have? Like how many? What's going on here? It got really
mean,
convoluted.
I played the
Couldn't-
What are you
video
doing
game.
here?
I played the video game.
What are we doing here?
The PlayStation. The PlayStation
What the
1
fuck are we
video
doing?
game. That was
Yeah?
the only Digimon. I did.
Digimon? I didn't know they had a PlayStation video game.
Maybe
Why don't
we're
you take a
talking Nintendo. No, it was,
Take a
it was,
seat,
it was a
right over here.
PlayStation.
Maybe it was. I didn't even know they had one.
Was it
That's
PlayStation
sweet.
2?
Why don't you take a
I
seat?
can't remember if it was PlayStation or PlayStation 2.
What are you mumbling over there? Zach just making comments. I have no idea what you're saying.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
Why don't you take a seat? Take a seat right over here.
Come on, sit down. Why?
What are you doing here? I'm Scott.
Oh,
Hansen.
To Catch a Predator.
Yes.
Got it.
What?
To Catch a Predator. Hey, how you doing? Why
What?
don't you take a seat?
Why don't you take a seat? Take a
So
seat.
what are you
right over
doing here? You here to
So,
meet
what are
14
you doing here?
I believe.
What does that have anything to do with Digimon or?
It has nothing
Yu-Gi-Oh?
to do with anything.
I was talking about how Digimon got convoluted, and I was like, "What are we doing here?" And then
And
Zach
then
was
I
like,
broke into
"What are we
5
doing here?
minutes
Why don't
of
you,
just going,
take a seat?"
what are we doing here?
Yeah, what was the guy's name? The dude
Scott Hansen.
Scott Hansen.
Yeah.
Was it Scott?
I think so.
John Hansen? John Hansen? Scott Hansen. Yeah, that sounds right.
Because I remember it from South Park.
South Park.
Remember the South Park episode they did?
I don't remember.
He's
that
covering Cartman's Tourette's.
one. Oh,
Because
Jesus.
Cartman's faking Tourette's, but then he can't stop saying things that he actually doesn't want to say anymore. And
Oh,
Scott Hansen comes to
yeah.
town,
I
and
remember that.
Kyle convinces a bunch of actual predators to show up.
Oh, is that when
thinking
he,
that
is
they
that
were
when he
gonna-
joined like the fucking pedophiles for
No,
kids?
he
or-
did that too, though.
Oh,
What the hell was it called?
But the one with like
No,
the
it's
priests,
real.
all the priests and shit.
know it's real.
no, that's a real thing. It's like guys.
NAMBLA.
Nambla,
Yeah.
yes.
North American Man Boy Love Association.
What the fuck?
That's a real thing.
I didn't think it was real. till
It's
I-
a real thing.
Get
I
out.
Yes,
saw
it
I
is.
saw
It's
that
a real
saw that
thing.
episode, and all of a sudden I was like, "That's not real." And
Yep.
it's a real fucking thing.
Yep.
Where
Not to be
older
confused
men
with-
get like hook up with young boys.
It's literally
They want
it's
to.
A, it's a
underage boys.
it's a club.
Yeah.
It's a club of pedophiles
Yeah.
that meet and talk about
Oh.
being pedophiles or whatever they do.
What the? Can we find where they meet and blow up that building? That would be great.
Apparently, I think that's why they don't meet anymore or something.
Probably.
You know what? If anybody from that group's listening, you guys should start meeting again. And
But
let us know where
After
you're
I
gonna meet.
just said I was going to blow
But
up your
first,
building.
I got a guy named Francis Ngannou that would love to meet you.
But first, please
He's a member of
like,
NAMBLA?
subscribe to the video,
Yeah,
and then
please.
you're gonna get your ass kicked. But first,
Then you're gonna get your ass
but
kicked.
first, please like, subscribe, comment. Let us know that you're in Nambla.
Yeah, let us know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know. Give us your address. Pay a little visit.
All right.
No.
And
Moving on.
moving on. Now that we're threatening our viewers.
If you're a pedo, if you're a fucking chimo, yeah, let's go. Fuck you
What's
up.
a chimo?
Child molester? a
I
chimo?
was furious.
I
Pedophile.
thought he just made that up.
Chimo, bro.
Chimo.
Child molester. Chimo.
All right. So now that this video is now
Not into these
demonetized,
sorts of like
It was never monetized, so
well,
we're good.
the viewers now don't know.
DraftKings.
Gambling.
CBD.
Gambling, alcohol.
Use promo code Guys Talking Fights.
I feel like that's
Get
eventually going to be
15% off your next
Yeah,
purchase.
that'd be nice.
I mean,
Um,
Rory Ruby Mace
Yeah,
has his
man.
own promo code, so
He
why
does
can't
for CBD.
why can't GTF?
Well, we got to make an Instagram and start getting followers and shit.
dude, what are you doing?
Jeez, if
don't know.
only someone would have given me the password. But yeah, he gave all the viewers the password.
I was gonna say, he gave everyone the password.
Still probably never changed it.
We can change it, right? I mean,
We can change
it
it.
right after this. We can, if you want to stick around, we change it. I'll give it to you and make it.
We should definitely upload this one a lot sooner than we did the last one.
I'll upload it tonight.
Yeah.
I'll do it tonight. 100%. No problem.
All right,
Oh,
Jim
yeah.
Miller.
Anyway,
Yes.
Jim fucking Miller.
I'm
What?
excited for Jim
Scott
Miller.
Holtzman.
Dude, Jim Miller is
Scott
a fucking
Hansen.
legend, man.
I think he
He's-
has the most wins in lightweight division.
Does he?
think
I
so.
love watching him fight.
He's so cool.
His
He
finishes
had
are
my sub
brutal.
of the year last year.
All of them.
He had the sub of the year
No, he had my sub of the year.
against Guida.
Yeah,
Yes.
he just
Who'd get
face
that?
planted Guida.
Mm-hmm.
That was so sweet.
He choked him out with a guillotine. Right.
It was like a rear naked choke, but he was like sitting. It was weird.
I don't understand having like Casey Kenny, Jim Miller, John Dodson,
All
Tim
on the
Means,
prelims.
Yeah, Ray Borg.
Yeah, makes no sense.
Tim Means is
Even
awesome.
Macy Chason, if that's how you say her name, Chason.
Trejon, I
She
think.
won
That's
the
two
Ultimate
ranked
Fighter.
girls.
Chasson.
She
Yeah,
won
the other one's Nico Montana.
Sika Montano, like
So-
having all these fighters in the prelims. I don't.
Both those women.
Maybe is it on ESPN though? Maybe so they
ESPN
want to
Plus.
get
ESPN
them
Plus.
more. No, the prelims.
It's all on ESPN.
It's all on Plus.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. All right.
Both Macy and Nico
Yeah.
Montano, which is not on here.
Saturday nights are going to be dedicated to the XFL. Pretty
By the way,
soon.
the prelims start at 5 p.m.
Early
is Eastern
prelims?
time. Prelims.
I think
Prelims
I'll
are at 5.
already be
Main
in
card
Belize
starts
by
at 8.
then.
Main card starts at 8. What's
Pretty
that?
sure I'll already be in Belize by then.
Yeah, I'll definitely be.
I'll be at
Shit,
work.
5 o'clock. I'll be probably in a hotel room, just waking up or still sleeping around 5. About to get up
In the afternoon.
to drive. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to leave Friday night. I'm going to drive all throughout the night. So, like, no traffic. Girls can sleep in the car, so I don't have to worry about them being, like, awake and shit and not enjoying the car ride. Getting afternoon sometime, get a hotel room. I'll sleep some hours during the day. They'll do whatever. And then leave again. Then Saturday night, wake up, drive through the night again, and by Sunday morning, we're in Florida.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm gonna do.
Got some podcasts lined up. I already got a couple books I'm going to listen to. It's going to be good.
I actually have
Yeah,
the same thing
what I
lined
do.
up for August. I'm going to South Carolina. Driving to South Carolina.
You're going to do that too. You're going to take your bike, put it in the back of your truck, drive your truck down?
I'm definitely taking the truck,
You
obviously,
should do that.
but I kind of really want to bring the bike
Put the bike in the truck, bring it down, man.
Why don't
I
you
don't
just
know-
ride the bike there?
to South Carolina
Yeah.
You could, but
because it's a sport bike and I'm old.
you're old. How about just
Jesus
driving a
fucking
sports
Christ.
bike to South Carolina, regardless if you're 18 or 50?
Yeah,
Like driving a sports bike to South
Does
Carolina.
it hurt your back or something?
it hurts my wrists.
Your wrists?
Yeah,
Why?
Jay-
Isn't there cruise control on that thing?
no, it's a 2006.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, I'll get another one.
Things don't have cruise control?
Didn't
They
Jason tell you he rode like 900 miles on a sport bike?
To Sturgis.
Not honest.
Oh,
That's
on,
not a sport
on
bike,
a sports
though.
bike. No, on
I
his-
think he
on
said
his
he
Harley,
rode like
right?
a
I
really
think
long ride
he
on a
probably
sport
did
bike.
because he's
before.
insane, but
He,
I
I
Jason
don't think
is
he doesn't have a sports bike, though, does he?
he did.
Maybe he used to.
He did.
probably
He
used to
had a
own one.
Gixxer. It was
Did
either.
he? I thought he had a Harley.
He does,
Oh,
but he
okay.
used to have a Gixxer like before I even met him.
I don't see him around anymore. Where's he been?
Tour one.
Works really early.
He's
Oh.
he's Tour one maintenance.
Tour 1?
Yeah.
Why did he go to Tour 1?
Better pay or something. He's a TMS mechanic down at the end now.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't know that.
okay.
Oh, he got.
When I was
he
doing-
got.
when I was
he
moving
got
up in the
promoted.
world.
He got promoted. Huh?
Yeah,
He's an
when I-
MM now.
When
Or
I
an
was
MPE now.
Yeah.
when I was doing the
MPE.
when I was doing the
Nice.
16 hours, I would.
We
see
gotta
him
stop
down
talking about work, by the way. We keep jumping
Everybody
into
that
shit.
pays attention to this is from work.
Yeah,
don't they?
mostly, but not everybody.
there. All 12 views.
I don't know
everybody.
any of you people.
Who?
John John.
I was about to say that one name,
John John.
but we're not. Gonna,
Don't say the name.
no,
Don't say names.
Not doing it.
We don't say Voldemort here.
Baltimore.
Voldemort.
Voldemort from Harry Potter.
Shall not.
Oh, yeah.
He who shall not be named. Okay,
This
that's
fucking
fine.
guy.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, I've watched them, but
This fucking guy, Joey Wheeler.
the goddamn X, since we're not dropping names,
Ah, that'll work.
Which
Goddamn
is-
X works.
would just fucking watch 2 movies while I'm gone, and then I come back, I'm like, are we gonna watch a movie? Oh, I already watched it. We're on the 4th one now. Fuck you. She did that all the time with TV shows, movies. It sucked.
Just can't wait for you, huh?
Yeah, thank God we're not
No
getting
fucking
married.
self.
Yeah, thank God we're not getting married.
I'm happy for you, man.
Yeah, thanks. Me too.
Harley in
It's a
my
good decision.
living room.
Now I have a Harley in my living room
Christmas
Hell
lights on
yeah.
it.
and a brand new F-150 out in the
Probably more
driveway.
money in your bank account.
Yeah.
I'm working a lot more overtime. 'Cause
In the
nobody
future, if
needs
that
you
ever
to be
happens
home.
to you, all you need to do is whip it out and just hit her with it. That's all you gotta do.
What, the dollar bill? Or?
Yeah, the dollar bill, you know?
okay.
No,
Yeah.
dude, you're dick.
I'm confused.
Smack her with your dick. Teach her a lesson. Hey, come here.
Do we have any female like,
I'm gonna
listeners or watchers of this
Uh,
podcast?
Yeah, we got
Chris.
a couple. Yeah.
Chris. I can't
Yeah,
say
Chris.
last names, but Chris. watches
Yeah,
it.
we'll
Thank you,
frame
Chris.
From last
Oh,
week.
I know who you are.
Chris's daughter
Thank
went to a
you.
bar and told everyone to watch it too.
Chris's daughter.
And then we went up to 38 subscribers instead of 30.
Sweet.
36.
Woo!
Thank you, Chris's daughter.
Ooh, yeah,
Thank you,
boy.
bar people.
Hell yeah.
Who doesn't enjoy bar people?
Everyone subscribe, like, and
people.
Subscribe and like. So yeah, prelims look fucking awesome. It's
They
gonna be-
do.
It's
It's gonna be a good card.
Prelims are gonna be good. Main card will probably be good. You never know. Some of these fights could end up being really good and really entertaining. But
We're gonna check them out.
So, real quick, wasn't there, like, not last fights, but the fights previous, Daquan Townsend?
Jaquan Townsend.
That's kind of what I thought.
He's
And now he's
fight-
in the prelims?
He's fighting Devin Clark on this
Okay.
card.
That wasn't just me that was sitting there going, wait a minute, didn't this guy fight like a month ago?
Not even a month ago. It was
Right.
like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
It's the same guy?
Yeah, I think it is. Daquan Townsend. He's fighting Devin Clark,
Daquan
the guy with the
Townsend.
giant ass fucking thighs.
Yes.
Sodiq
Big-ass
Yusuf?
thighs.
Actually,
Yeah.
there was a Yusuf on the, like, the
Very
last
true.
one.
Woodley's got some pretty thick thighs, too.
Yeah. That boy thick.
thighs.
It's a thick ass boy.
Damn.
Thick ass thighs.
I mean,
Don't worry.
so is this card done, or?
How about you?
Townsend
How about you?
lost
Yeah,
a decision against Bevon Lewis
Mm-hmm.
January 25th.
25th. So it's
January 25th, and they're fighting February
Yeah, so like
8th, 9th,
2.5
10th,
weeks
11th,
later.
12th,
15th.
15th.
Yeah.
so
like,
not even a month later.
no,
yeah.
like 2 weeks later. Wow. Good for him. That's some Donald
20
Cerrone
days
shit.
later. Yeah.
Was that was middleweight against Lewis?
What did he do?
right?
Drop down?
Yes.
Yeah.
middleweight.
Yeah, I
This is
remember
light
Townsend
heavyweight.
was
Fought-
way bigger
He
than
ste-
Lewis.
He
Yeah.
stepped in, and now, they are fighting at light heavyweight.
He's going
Yeah.
back up to light heavyweight. Good.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
After a decision?
Against a
That's kind of
middleweight.
crazy.
At middleweight, yeah. He's probably
I think
blaming the
he
weight
stepped
cut.
in short. I think he step in short notice plus the weight cut.
One of them stepped in short notice.
I think it was short notice.
I would think probably the smaller guy stepped in short notice, right?
Lewis.
Yeah.
I mean, they were both big ass middleweights.
Nah, the other guy was significantly bigger. I remember.
Townsend was bigger,
Yeah.
but Lewis was still a big middleweight. He was like 6'3".
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
Like
know.
a
Lewis
six-
does his other fight. Bevon Lewis's other fight was June of 2019, and it was at middleweight.
Yeah, so he's a middleweight. Townsend's a light heavyweight who somehow cut down to middleweight on late notice.
Yeah, he fought.
Short
he
notice.
lost to Lugiambula in June last year.
I remember that name.
That was a light heavyweight. Yeah, Dalsha Lugiambula.
Loogie.
Lugi. So yeah, he's light heavyweight.
Dark Magician.
There's so many
Flame
dark
swordsman.
Time Wizard.
The Time Wizard, dude. Fuck yeah, dude.
That's how he beat Rex Raptor to get the
Rue
Red Eyes Black
Kaiser.
Dragon.
Your damn like Joey Wheeler
Dude.
thing is fun.
Go,
Joey
Rue
Wheeler.
Kaiser.
Flame is swordsman.
The Flame Swordsman. Go, Red Eyes Black Dragon. What do we got for news? Anything fun going on right now?
So Kansas. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
Invicta.
What?
Invicta. That's in Kansas. They have an event coming up in Kansas, and that's who's testing the live scoring.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be tested there.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're going to be testing live scoring at an Invicta event in Kansas in March, April, something like that. And where they're going to announce the scores after every single round. But the other thing that I read about it is that they don't have to do it. Like, if they decide to do it for one fight, they don't have to do it for the next fight. So, like, I think it's kind of up to the fighters and their camps ahead of time to decide how they want their fights scored. Whether they want it with the live, where they're going to know where they're at after every round, or if it's just going to be like a regular fight and they just find out at the end.
Per fighter or per fight?
Per fight.
So per fight. So basically, if one of the fighters, they're all female. If one of the women are like, I don't want to know the scores, are they gonna just tell the other girl, or are they just gonna they're gonna go on a microphone and be like, Lucy won that one? Or,
I'm not sure how they're gonna do it. Lucy. I'm not sure how they're gonna do it, but
I picked the wrong fucking name.
She loses the round. The corner's like, Lucy, you got some explaining to do.
I picked the wrong fucking name.
Waiting to do.
Yeah.
That was good.
I like the idea of it. There's, I mean, just like there is with basically everything in the world, there's good and bad to it. I mean, the good is that when you have fights like the one this weekend, if you're Reyes and you know after the second round that one guy apparently just hasn't been giving you any rounds the entire fight, and when you get to the fourth, it's like, well, fuck, I guess I got to do something.
Yeah.
Well, Will actually brought up a good point that it kind of ruins the suspense for the audience. Will, you want to explain?
It's kind of, I felt that a little
Yeah.
bit,
Black Skull Dragon.
but not. I mean, that doesn't ruin it for me. I'd rather know what the hell's going on. That was one of the things that I heard, was that every other sport other than combat sports, you know the score.
because there's a score.
Exactly, for the entire time that this is going on. And so people will change their I was going to say scheme, like if you're
Strategy.
actually
Yeah.
playing a game, yes, but change your strategy a little bit if you know what's going on. If you know that you lost a round, even if, like the Colby fight, where his corner's telling him, "Oh no, man, you're ahead, and it's
Jacare.
like, no. Oh, was that
The Jacare
was that the one?
fight,
You're
yeah.
right.
Part of it is
Jacare.
like in fighting, like the score is limited. Like you can only get so many points in a fight. In any other game, like in basketball and baseball, you could come back, and if you're down 13 points, you can come back and get 13 points in the ninth inning. You can come back and score 30 points in the fourth quarter in basketball or in football. In fighting, if you're down a
Just saw it in
10-8,
the Super
10-8,
Bowl.
that's just what the judges have it. Even if the fight's close, say the judges just happen to have it a 10-8, even a 10-8 and a 10-9 for the first two rounds. Like, unless you finish in the third, you can't come back. And then if that third round ends and you didn't get the finish, everyone watching 100% knows without a doubt you lost. If you can't see the score as a fan, there's still a possibility, like maybe the judges were a little off, you saw it differently, so there's always that, like, all right, third round ended, shit, who won? And it's just more exciting for the fan. So I think if they want the score to be open, somebody from each fighter's corner is allowed, if they want to go up to the judge's table and see what the score currently is. And then if they feel like relaying it back to their fighter, they can. If the fighter wants to hear it, they can. But that's it. One person from each corner gets to see where the scoring currently is, and nobody else. And they don't even have to look at it if they don't want to. They can choose to not even go look. Their
Just
corner
put it on
guy.
the big board for everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. Or if the corner guy wants to look and not tell the fighter, it's totally to the discretion of the corner and the fighter.
I want it on my screen. You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
Sure, I don't. Yeah, I don't.
It doesn't
I'm just
ruin
like,
it for me.
Yeah, it kind of ruins it for me a little bit.
I mean, there's that
I don't want
feeling.
to know.
There's the feeling, like, especially last night.
I wanna know.
Saturday night, when it was, you got Bruce Buffer, right? It was a really close fight, and you're just like
Sweet
sitting there on the edge of your seat.
Yep.
After the round, what does he fucking say? He's like, and
After 5 rounds, we go to the judge's scorecard.
yeah,
Yep.
and it was. What was this? No, it wasn't even a split. It was a unanimous decision.
Yep.
And he does the and it's
Yep,
either
you're like new and still
or
and new and still. And if it's really, really close and it's all based on who wins the 5th round, maybe they would save that, or the third, whatever, the third or the 5th. Maybe it's like, okay, fighter number 1 won the first round, fighter number 2 won the second round, whoever won the third round won the fight. It was a 10-9 first, 10-9 the other way in the second. Third round, they just don't tell you till they announce it.
Yeah.
Sure, but other than that, like, it wouldn't work out that way every time. There would be moments where if you saw what the judges had it for the first 3 or the first 4 rounds, the 5th round and the 3rd round, if you already knew 100% what it was, a lot of times it wouldn't matter. It's like, well, it was a closer fight. I thought it was closer, but that's what the judges have, and I already know what they scored the first 4 rounds, so this 5th round doesn't mean anything.
I think people would pay
Because
less
I already
attention.
know what the judges think, even if I felt different.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it takes some. It's not every fight. It's not going to happen every fight, but there will be fights where it's going to kind of take the excitement out of
No.
the
I feel
announcement
like
at the
most
end
of the
who
fights I
won.
watch, I know what's going on, though.
You know what's going on, but there's a lot of fights where it's like, oh shit, I didn't think he was going to win, or it's like, oh fuck, you're kind of at the edge of your seat, and you're like, all right, let's see who won this. To already know, kind of just like, oh, the fight's over, and it's over. And I'm not saying it's a huge, it's not a big difference, but it will affect, in my opinion, some of the excitement
I
of
don't
the
even
fight.
think so.
Not for everybody, but for some people it will, and I don't think it's worth it to take that away from some people. The entertainment factor, that excitement factor of not knowing what the score actually is going into the final round, not knowing for sure. You have your opinion, you're talking about with your buddies, but you don't know what those judges
I
have
know
it at.
for sure.
Yeah, right, exactly. So you get my point, though. That's how I
Except
feel
for not
about
this
it.
last fight because they don't.
But
know
if
what
a
the
guy,
fuck
if they
they're
want to
talking about.
allow one guy from each corner to go to the judges' score cards and actually see what the judges have it, and if they feel like telling their fighter and the fighters want it, go right ahead. I don't see a problem with that.
They should call it the peeping Tom rule.
Sure, the peeping Tom, perfect.
Who's Tom?
What's
Uh,
he peeping at?
The score.
You
was I
are,
gonna say?
what are you, some kind of peeper or something?
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Jeepers Creepers.
Ooh, good fucking movie, dude.
Where'd you get those
The first one.
Creepers?
See the first one?
Yeah.
Anybody see the first Jeepers Creepers movie?
Hell yeah.
No, I'm not good with horror movies.
The second one was still
Aw.
okay, but
Second one was okay.
first one was good. First one was really good.
Fuck,
I
I was gonna,
enjoyed all
I was gonna
the-
say something
I'm
with
sorry.
like,
the
the
extra
judging
action
thing.
in the
Fuck.
second one.
It's gone. No, yeah, I lost it before I even said Jeepers Creepers.
We're gonna put like 7 judges in there.
Oh, that's another thing too. I think 5 judges over 3. That's something I would like. 5 judges and allow the corner and the fighter to see the score if they want to.
Who are the judges gonna be? Joe Rogan, Stephen A. Smith,
Steven.
Ariel Helwani,
All right.
Brett Okamoto.
Okamoto.
Not
And then
Daniel.
one
whoever
more.
gave Jones a 49-46. That guy.
No, fuck that guy. It was like Joe Silva or something like that.
I'm not sure.
Mark Raimondi.
I did like what Bellator was doing when they had Jimmy Smith on before Jimmy Smith came over to UFC. Jimmy, they had Jimmy's card, which basically, as a commentator, he would be like, at the end of the round, he'd be like, I would give that round a 10-9 for Jones or whoever it may be.
100%. If
And
they want to
it
show
wasn't
on the
official.
screen, yep. If they want to show, I'm with you. I like that. If they want to show on the screen, whoever the commentator, usually there's 3 commentators,
Yeah.
almost always. Whoever the 3 commentators are for that card, if they want to put it on the screen, what the commentators have it for each round,
Yeah.
that's fine because it's unofficial.
Yeah.
That's an opinion. Their opinion essentially doesn't mean shit. It's just an opinion.
And it would help.
That'd be
Boxing
kinda
does
fun.
that.
Sure, that'd be fun
Boxing
to see. I'm
does that.
totally
They
fine with
have
that. But
a-
as
Really?
far as an official
Yeah.
score, I don't think.
And it's not. Is it not
to.
official?
It's not official.
Okay.
It's just some random guy, or not. It's not random. It's like Teddy Atlas or something like that.
A known guy.
A known guy that's been around for a long time. It'd be basically like Joe Rogan, just putting out a scorecard
Yeah,
for
if
every round.
Anthony
because it's
Smith-
a guy that everybody knows, that everybody
Yeah.
respects as being someone who knows what the fuck they're talking about.
Right.
And they just put out a scorecard every time.
I like
If-
that.
if Anthony
After every
Smith-
round, it's just like, this is how Rogan scored it.
If Anthony Smith and John Anik and Paul Felder are commentating a card, sure, I'd love to see how they
Dominic
score it as
Cruz.
Dominic
Dominic
Cruz is
Cruz.
so good.
I'd love to see how they score the
DC.
fight going on because it technically doesn't mean anything.
Right.
Just
That's
because
the
they feel
thing.
this way
That's
doesn't
why-
mean that that's what the actual score is.
I like that.
That's
though.
okay. That's cool. Sure.
Right.
I don't want to see the official score. Me personally,
Right.
I get that some people would want to see it, and it's like, oh, I just want to see what it is.
Well,
I don't know.
especially after last weekend's fights, we've known for years that the problem is the judging,
Yeah.
and I like this option of a solution, as this open scoring or
They
whatever
need
they'll
to
call it.
change it completely, though. They
Yeah.
need to get rid of out of boxing.
Change the rules.
Change the rules.
Add 2 more judges.
how they score it, have them trained or ex-fighters, but a little bit of, you gotta be careful with the biasness there. But that's how I think the real solution is to this judging
Just
problem.
have
What
Nate
if they just
Diaz
make you
judge
take
everybody's
classes?
fights because he hates
Or it's like
everybody.
you have to be.
There you go.
You have to be
You know
at
what I
least.
mean?
Right, you have to be at least a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. You have to have taken at least a certain number of Muay Thai, kickboxing, boxing classes, or something like that, and then a general training course into how the judging works. How much is a takedown worth? Advancing
Do you
on the
have
ground
Fight
or
Pass?
getting a takedown and the other guy gets right back up. Is that a point? Is it a half a point? Like, what do we?
Originally,
can we bring half points into it?
Decimals.
Big
Yeah,
John McCarthy.
Can we just bring a half? Can we?
I was gonna say
Big
Mark.
John McCarthy.
John McCarthy
Yeah.
would go around and like in the early days of UFC when like no one really knew MMA, he would go around and educate people like this is how you judge it, and he would teach the class for the judges. But then somewhere along the line, they became boxing judges, like Cecil Peoples, Adelaide Bird. Those are boxing judges. They didn't originate from MMA.
Right.
So
They probably didn't have enough judges for MMA, so they just started signing boxing guys. I mean, Dana's even trying to get into boxing now.
Yeah.
So.
yeah.
What do you think about the UFC having its own judges, not
should.
using any
So
local
basically, no athletic commission.
the athletic commission.
still have to
The
follow
athletic commission
athletic
handles
commission.
everything, but specifically judging is people that work for the UFC that were hired by the UFC to judge UFC events. Everything else is handled by the local commission.
I like that
Everything
idea.
else,
I do
just
like
the
that
judging.
idea. The only thing is the tough part would be like you get a license to fight in the UFC, or you get a license in the state to fight. Right, you get your fighter's license.
Sure.
The problem is with not using their judges, or not using their judges.
Athletic commission judges.
The athletic commission wouldn't recognize the wins and the losses. They wouldn't recognize the
Okay.
results.
Sure.
I
Okay.
don't feel like, because they're like, well, those three guys said it this way, but they don't work for us. Why would we recognize their decision?
Yeah.
Like, you know how when Paul Felder,
Well, what about, like,
was it
refs?
Paul Felder? Or, Al Quinto, when he fought Khabib, the commission even said, they're like, well, if he wins, we're not going to recognize him as the champion. And
What
Dana,
about how's it work with refs then? Because there's referees. A lot of referees aren't local to the commissions. Certain refs that we see a lot that are all over the place, they're not local for the commissions. How is that? Couldn't they just do the same
they're
thing?
licensed. They're licensed.
Couldn't they
in
just
that
do the
state.
same things with judges as they do with referees?
Well, the referee
Because
still
if a referee stops a fight, the commission still considers it a win.
the referee works for the commissions. You can get licensed in multiple states at the same time.
That's what I'm saying. Do the same thing with the judges that they do with the refs right now.
They do. The judges work for the commissions, and the refs also work for the commissions.
Yeah, so I'm saying, oh, okay, I get what you mean.
The-
Why couldn't you just hire 50 people? UFC could just hire judges and that's their 50 judges, and just have them get licenses in all these different commissions. So if you go here, these 7 people are licensed there. You take 5 of them, and they're going to judge it. And you know what I
got
mean?
old boxing judges with not enough to judge anymore because no one gives a shit about boxing, and they're going to go, oh, well, what the fuck? Now I'm out of a job. We should just hire
and it could
50
be up to
more
the
people.
UFC, like, who qualifies as far as they're concerned. Like, they can control more of who's going to be judging these fights.
that would be a
Maybe
little tough.
60-year-old white guy.
That'd be
should
a little
be
tough
judging
though,
all these
because I
It
feel
would be tough. But
because at that point, then it's like, okay, well, those 3 guys are judging my fight, so I know they like takedown, so I'm going to take down this guy. And then you go into a different say, like, okay, these guys are old boxing judges, so I'm just going to box this guy. You know, you would be working.
You can do that now, though.
That's kind of like,
Yeah,
I mean,
actually,
you know how
the
your
same
refs
thing,
work.
that wouldn't change anything.
Yeah,
Just-
you're right.
When you're going into a fight and you know that you have fucking, what's his ass we were just talking about? The ex-fighter who let the guy almost kill a guy.
Frank
Oh,
Trigg.
Frank Trigg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you know you got that guy, you know you're going to get
You can
tons
kill
more.
him.
Yeah, you kill the guy.
You know, you can
It'll be
commit
the same-
murder in
yeah,
front
it's
of
kind the same
everyone.
type of thing,
Murder.
but at least if the UFC is able to vet their judges and not just get some old boxing guys who don't know anything about MMA, the UFC just straight up wouldn't hire them. You'd never get stuck with that judge. That
Right.
judge would never judge a UFC fight. Would never. They
So
just
ba-
wouldn't, because UFC would be like, no, well, I mean, these are the guys that we chose to work for us because we know guys and girls that work for us because we know that they know MMA. They understand MMA. They went through our training program. These are our judges. And every time they go somewhere, they take 5 judge. I say 5 because I think there should be 5. This whole thing is obviously whatever.
What ifs? Yeah.
They take those 5. They take 5 judges that happen to be registered with this commission. And those are the judges. These are the guys. Boom. UFC brings them in. Not just
Right.
who knows who the fuck you're going to get type of thing.
Well, I mean, the UFC
It'd eliminate that.
The UFC does have a little bit of a say because
Yeah.
they have even like Steve Mazzagatti used to be a ref. Even though he's licensed in pretty much all the states that UFC goes to, UFC's like, we don't want Steve. Like, Steve's not going to be the ref.
Sure.
And they did the same thing when I think it was Adelaide Bird fucked up the GGG versus Canelo 1.
Probably the first one.
The first one. And I think it was Adelaide Bird that fucked that one up. It was either Adelaide Bird or Cecil Peoples. I think it was Adelaide Bird. And like
Peoples.
they did not like Adelaide Bird after that. And so
Sound like old white guys.
I think
Adelaide
I
Bird,
think it's a
Cecil
black
Peoples.
lady.
Is it really?
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
funny.
But they're
Just sounds like super old white dude names.
but they're like
Cecil Peoples?
Cecil
Yes.
Peoples, I believe, is also black. I think.
Yeah.
But
Cecil.
Poor Cecil.
But I believe they said, okay, Adelaide, like, she can't judge these fights. So that she was not allowed to judge for, like, a solid, like, 6 or 7 months or something. So, I mean, they do have some type of say,
Right,
kind of.
right.
I don't know, there's a lot of, like, they should do this, but so it's...
I think it's a matter of time, man. So many fighters, everyone in the media that follows UFC and MMA, everyone's calling for it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. And they have been for years now.
Whether you agree with the main event's decision or not, we all agree that there should be a redo of the judging system. What's it called?
Like they should revamp
Restructure?
it. Restructuring.
Yeah,
Yeah,
revamp.
restructuring for sure. And I think they should increase the number of judges from 3 to 5.
Hmm.
That would help a lot. So the margin of error would be, less, at least.
Indeed.
Yeah, cool.
I thought you were going to go on a rant.
No.
Indeed. I was going to go on a rant. He said one word.
I recognize Cecil Peoples. I don't recognize the other girl, though.
Adelaide Bird.
Yeah, I
How
don't
far in are we?
recognize
We got anything else?
Hour-
Anything else
hour
anyone really wants to
46?
talk
her.
about?
46.
That's pretty long. Anything else anyone wants to talk about?
Um,
Anything at all?
Since our last podcast, Stephen A. Smith came out with some tweets.
Okay, I haven't seen him. What do you say?
He's going to knock out Joe Rogan. Did you see that?
No, that can't be
He's
true.
not going to knock out Joe Rogan.
You guys didn't see that?
see it.
Stephen A. Smith said, now,
no way.
with all due respect to the legend Joe Rogan, if this left hand connects, I'm knocking him out.
He said that like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
I thought that was
Yeah, I saw that.
That was a couple
That
weeks
was
ago.
like right after
That was
the
right
whole
after the shit
debacle.
was happening. Yeah.
with. I thought we didn't have the podcast yet. I thought this was the first podcast since that.
I saw that
think so.
before our last podcast. That's
Oh, you
all I'm
did?
saying.
Last
yeah.
podcast was last Monday.
I thought it was Friday.
I just laughed.
Uploaded it.
And
I uploaded it Friday.
I just laughed when I saw that. I was like, huh, you get kicked in the face so quick.
Yeah. They'll never fight ever. That's just never going to happen.
No.
If they did, no.
Joe Rogan.
No.
All day.
Rogan all day.
Take a
Rogan
Joe Rogan.
fucks
I'll put a hot sauce shot on.
Joe Rogan was just talking about on one of his podcasts how to like choke somebody out with a tie. So he'll do that to him.
was a good
just grab
podcast.
his tie, just choke him.
That was a super entertaining podcast.
It was. It was
what
very
the hell
good.
was the guy's name? He's been on before, too.
It's some Russian
He's
guy.
got his
Some
own
Russian
podcast.
IT guy.
Yeah, he's kind of Russian. I think he's American, but he's like Russian.
Wait, is that spy?
No, I think he's like full blown Russian. Like he spoke fluent Russian on.
Yeah, but he knows Russian, but pretty sure he's American. He's got a little bit of an accent, but he speaks like perfect English.
Yeah, I don't know.
He just has the accent. I think
He's a bit rusky.
yeah, Russian. I don't know if he is Russian though, like a Russian.
I don't listen.
Citizen.
So.
I don't know. I like him though. I liked it. That was a good one.
Lex
Sweet.
Friedman.
Lex Friedman. Yeah,
That does not
look him
sound
up. Is
Russian.
he's. I don't think he's Russian.
That doesn't sound Russian.
He's like a Russian citizen. I don't know.
Lex Friedman. Moving on.
What is Lex Friedman's nationality?
Just like Google it.
What does Google say? He has no idea who Lex Friedman
Looking
is.
for it. Looking for it.
Hour 48.
Oh boy.
Hour 48.
Do 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 do. I don't know. Fuck it. Pretty sure he's American though.
Well, we had a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! In this show. We had a little bit of judging. And a little bit of...
He was born in Moscow, Russia.
Whoa, dude.
His name's Lex Friedman.
If you hear him, he's got an accent, but he don't talk like this. He does not have like thick accent, like at all. Like,
Come on, he looks like Khabib with hair.
He looks Russian.
all right, hold on.
Nah, okay, it looks like Khabib with dark hair.
Well, you've heard the podcast. He doesn't sound like heavy. He does not have.
He does when he speaks Russian. He sounded very
when
Russian.
he speaks Russian, but when he speaks English, he doesn't have that traditional like Russian accent.
Yeah, suppose.
Myopic Americans. Thinking every person
I
from
need to-
another country has to sound like they're from another country.
Oh, jeez, that's not him.
That sounds
That's not
Russian.
him. That's not him.
What
I
is
gotta find
this
it.
world?
Like this him.
Creating the kind of intelligence and cognition and reasoning abilities.
Cognition
that's
and
really, really
recognition
difficult.
abilities.
I think we'll create dangerous software-based systems. Before then, that'll be a huge threat. I think we already have them.
I don't know. He does sound a little Russian to me.
A little bit.
Just
but he
be-
does,
That's what I'm saying. Like
Systems of Twitter and Facebook and YouTube.
Just because I think
if
most
I
a
of
little something
if I-
there, but
if
like
I
it's
heard-
not.
Like if I picked up the
all
phone
I'm
and started
saying.
talking to him, I wouldn't think he was Russian. I would
You
just,
could see why I didn't think he was like
Yeah.
a Russian. I didn't know he was
especially
Russian.
by his name, Lex Friedman.
Or I don't know how long he's been in the United States. Maybe he was born there and he's been in the United States since he was 4. Like I don't fucking know. Anyway,
Could be.
that was a waste of time.
waste
Complete
of
waste
time.
of time. You wasted my
What
time.
a vodka.
I smash you.
I change your
I
face.
smash your boy.
Actually, you have a hot sauce
I
shot
know.
to take next podcast.
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from
I will
now.
be in Florida. Zach will be in Uruguay.
I'll be on my couch.
Belize.
Belize.
Uruguay.
Yeah. Uruguay. Yeah.
I will be in Syracuse, New
Oh,
York.
yeah.
I'll be in
Follow
Syracuse,
that.
probably, maybe. I don't know.
You guys want to come in here and do one? Feel fucking free.
Okay.
I don't care.
Don't want to just walk into your house.
I really don't give a shit.
You-
if you
Actually,
want
it's
to.
what I
Do you want to cartwheel in?
Yeah.
Like run in?
I
Like
don't want to walk in.
I just
If
don't
I
want to
Wanna
walk
crab
in.
walk in.
If I could just like jump through a window or something, just not
Climbing in
You
your
just
window,
teleport
snatching
and
your
it-
people up.
teleport would be
here?
freaky.
That would be awesome. If you could have
So
one
if
power,
Pereira
what would it
wins,
be?
you have to backflip.
Invisibility.
Invisibility, what would you take?
What?
One power. If you could have one power.
Oh, that's
Superpower.
easy.
What?
Be able to like know the future. Just,
Okay, you
I
pick the
I
future?
go to DraftKings and make everyone look stupid.
There you go.
Win a
Zach.
ton of money.
Zach. One power, dude.
I want to fly. I think
Fly.
that'd be fun.
Ability to freeze time.
I was gonna say that.
If I
can
had
do
my power, I wouldn't
whatever.
even need to ask any of you
Do
that.
whatever.
Yeah, but you can do that with invisibility too.
Kind of with invisibility, but you'd have to be more careful because, like if you could freeze time, just walk wherever. No one would see you. No, you wouldn't be picked up on.
What if you couldn't figure out how to start it again?
Yeah, that'd be freaky.
If you moved stuff, like I could pick this up, like because if you were invisible and you grab something, be like, "Oh, what the fuck is that floating for?" If you froze time,
You'd
you
have
could
to
just
be
go
naked
do
all the time,
anything.
too. Wouldn't have a
Nobody
problem with
would.
that.
Yeah,
See it and then unfreeze time, and
that's
then
what
all
I
of
do
a
at
sudden,
home.
whoa, you'd fuck with your friends, just freeze time and take everything out of their house.
Freeze
Put it
frame.
in a storage
Freeze
locker
frame.
in New Orleans.
You know how much work I don't want to do?
Then unfreeze time, and they'd be like, "Whoa,
It's just like, wait a minute, I didn't
gonna
get
float.
super strength in this invisibility thing or this freeze time thing, so I still can't move their couch by myself that easily.
Well, okay, anything you were touching, you just be like, so if I was, as long as we were skin to skin contact, when I froze time, you would stay unfrozen with me.
Wow.
Also, inanimate objects, if you're touching a car, that car, you're
You
good.
move it.
You can move it. You can start it up. Drives normal, unaffected by the time freeze.
Just go
But
run
you
into
walking
other
on
cars
shit.
that are all frozen.
But you walking on the earth doesn't change the earth.
Yeah, it'd be weird. Like if there was like
Or
water.
if like I
and you
want
were,
to
like,
punch someone, like if I like wanted to like time freeze and beat the shit out of someone, but like I punch
Yeah.
them and
Yeah.
like they would come back.
It's true.
No,
We'd punch them, and then like the effect would happen, and then they would just like
stop.
stop. I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know. It'd be interesting.
You just keep beating on them.
Maybe as soon as you touch something, it would stop they would become unfrozen.
I feel like if you have
I
the
don't like that. I want to keep hitting them.
mentality to freeze time, you have the mentality to choose what's frozen, what's not frozen.
just choose it by
Yeah.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
I think you'd have to be in physical contact
Let it
with
go.
I mean,
let
this
it
is never
go.
gonna happen, but I mean,
What's in my mind,
If you're
like-
able to freeze it, if you're able to fucking freeze time, you should be able to unfreeze different random shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with
do
just
what I
with your
want.
mind.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
thinking it like,
maybe.
okay, I want Vinny to start moving. All right, now freeze again. Now I want Zach to start moving. Now freeze. Yeah.
No, that's too much for me.
I don't know. I mean, it's never gonna happen. I'm sorry.
Never.
This is
I'm okay with it.
an easy way to kill 3-4 minutes.
Comment below if you could have one superpower. What would it be?
Can we get some comments? Because like the only time we
No.
Comments.
get comments is like I comment and someone wants to fight me.
I still haven't figured out who that fucker was.
Who are you?
That is. No idea.
You can headline the next pay-per-view. Come on.
Yeah.
Some Logan Paul shit.
Are we finishing?
I'm
Yeah.
good, man.
All right.
Peace out, everybody.
Yay!
Thanks for watching. Like, share,
Epstein
subscribe.
didn't kill himself.
Damn right.